We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Let's ride on my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
We long suffering, that mean we patient. We recovering. Awake the nation, change your mind, transformation. Present God's lost presentation. Only way you get salvation. Christ gave us the demonstration. I ain't Haitian, I ain't black. I am Israel, that's a fact. My spirit bear witness, I'm dismissing Christmas. Encounter a Christian, God's work up with quickness, reviving the sickness. Asking for patience and asking forgiveness. I'm doing His business until it's the finish. His work keep me driven, His goodness He giving. Hey, hey, hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Let's ride on my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Build up your patience, hear out the words that I'm speaking in cadence. I just opened up the book of the truth, flipping the pages, looking for salvation. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been busy converting my mind. The Most High is showing you wonders and signs. Seek out the wisdom and surely you'll find the key to the gates of the greatest of times. Yeah. The Spirit on me while I'm rhyming these rhymes. Turn from your sin and repent of your crimes. Endure to the end, keep your faith and you're fine.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Let's ride on my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient. We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Let's ride on my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
We long suffering, that mean we patient. We recovering. Awake the nation, change your mind, transformation. Present God's lost presentation. Only way you get salvation. Christ gave us the demonstration. I ain't Haitian, I ain't black. I am Israel, that's a fact. My spirit bear witness, I'm dismissing Christmas. Encounter a Christian, God's work up with quickness, reviving the sickness. Asking for patience and asking forgiveness. I'm doing His business until it's the finish. His work keep me driven, His goodness He giving. Hey, hey, hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Let's ride on my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Build up your patience, hear out the words that I'm speaking in cadence. I just opened up the book of the truth, flipping the pages, looking for salvation. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been busy converting my mind. The Most High is showing you wonders and signs. Seek out the wisdom and surely you'll find the key to the gates of the greatest of times. Yeah. The Spirit on me while I'm rhyming these rhymes. Turn from your sin and repent of your crimes. Endure to the end, keep your faith and you're fine.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Let's ride on my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient. We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Let's ride on my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
We long suffering, that mean we patient. We recovering. Awake the nation, change your mind, transformation, present God's lost presentation. Only way you get salvation, Christ gave us the demonstration. I ain't Haitian, I ain't black, I am Israel, that's a fact. My spirit bear witness, I'm dismissing Christmas, encounter a Christian. God's work up with quickness, reviving the sickness. Asking for patience and asking forgiveness. I'm doing His business until it's the finish. His work keep me driven, His goodness He given. Hey, hey, hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Let's ride yo my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Build up your patience, hear out the words that I'm speaking in cadence. I just opened up the book of the truth, flipping the pages, looking for salvation. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been busy converting my mind. The Most High is showing you wonders and signs. Seek out the wisdom and surely you'll find the key to the gates of the greatest of times. Yeah. The Spirit on me while I'm rhyming these rhymes. Turn from your sin and repent of your crimes. Endure to the end, keep your faith and you're fine.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Let's ride yo my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Let's ride yo my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
We long suffering, that mean we patient. We recovering. Awake the nation, change your mind, transformation, present God's lost presentation. Only way you get salvation, Christ gave us the demonstration. I ain't Haitian, I ain't black, I am Israel, that's a fact. My spirit bear witness, I'm dismissing Christmas, encounter a Christian. God's work up with quickness, reviving the sickness. Asking for patience and asking forgiveness. I'm doing His business until it's the finish. His work keep me driven, His goodness He given. Hey, hey, hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Let's ride yo my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Build up your patience, hear out the words that I'm speaking in cadence. I just opened up the book of the truth, flipping the pages, looking for salvation. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been busy converting my mind. The Most High is showing you wonders and signs. So surely you'll find the key to the gates of the greatest of times. Yeah. The Spirit on me while I'm rhyming these rhymes. Turn from your sin and repent of your crimes. Endure to the end, keep your faith and you're fine.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Let's ride yo my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Let's ride yo my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
We long suffering, that mean we patient. We recovering. Awake the nation, change your mind, transformation, present God's lost presentation. Only way you get salvation, Christ gave us the demonstration. I ain't Haitian, I ain't black, I am Israel, that's a fact. My spirit bear witness, I'm dismissing Christmas, encounter a Christian. God's work up with quickness, reviving the sickness. Asking for patience and asking forgiveness. I'm doing His business until it's the finish. His work keep me driven, His goodness He given. Hey, hey, hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Build up your patience, hear out the words that I'm speaking in cadence. I just opened up the book of the truth, flipping the pages, looking for salvation. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been busy converting my mind. The Most High is showing you wonders and signs. Seek out the wisdom and surely you'll find the key to the gates of the greatest of times. Yeah. The Spirit on me while I'm rhyming these rhymes. Turn from your sin and repent of your crimes. Endure to the end, keep your faith and you're fine.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
We long suffering, that mean we patient. We recovering. Awake the nation, change your mind, transformation. Present God's lost presentation. Only way you get salvation. Christ gave us the demonstration. I ain't Haitian, I ain't black. I am Israel, that's a fact. My spirit bear witness, I'm dismissing Christmas. Encounter a Christian, God's work up with quickness, reviving the sickness. Asking for patience and asking forgiveness. I'm doing His business until it's the finish. His work keep me driven, His goodness He given. Hey, hey, hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Build up your patience, hear out the words that I'm speaking in cadence. I just opened up the book of the truth, flipping the pages, looking for salvation. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been busy converting my mind. The Most High is showing you wonders and signs. Seek out the wisdom and surely you'll find the key to the gates of the greatest of times. Yeah. The Spirit on me while I'm rhyming these rhymes. Turn from your sin and repent of your crimes. Endure to the end, keep your faith and you're fine.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
We long suffering, that mean we patient. We recovering. Awake the nation, change your mind, transformation. Present God's lost presentation. Only way you get salvation. Christ gave us the demonstration. I ain't Haitian, I ain't black. I am Israel, that's a fact. My spirit bear witness, I'm dismissing Christmas. Encounter a Christian, God's work up with quickness, reviving the sickness. Asking for patience and asking forgiveness. I'm doing His business until it's the finish. His work keep me driven, His goodness He given. Hey, hey, hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Build up your patience, hear out the words that I'm speaking in cadence. I just opened up the book of the truth, flipping the pages, looking for salvation. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been busy converting my mind. The Most High is showing you wonders and signs. Seek out the wisdom and surely you'll find the key to the gates of the greatest of times. Yeah. The spirit on me while I'm rhyming these rhymes. Turn from your sin and repent of your crimes. Endure to the end, keep your faith and you're fine. We the real Jews, no faking. I'ma leave white, no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Our people have no idea what the truth is. That's why we're out here, to give you the truth. Psalms chapter 119, verse 142. Read Psalms chapter 119 and verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth.
Shalom Israel, shalom Most High in Christ bless, Most High in Christ bless. Welcome to Patient Saints Radio. With us we have
Bishop Nathaniel,
Deacon Asaph, Deacon Malachi,
Captain Shemaiah,
Captain Amaziah,
Officer Carmelite. Dan the man is back, baby.
Hey, you phone by him.
Deep. Why you sit me by him?
There you go. What?
Why you sit me by him?
Hey, say your name again.
It's not mic. Your mic is not on. It's not on.
Brother Randolph.
There you go. Sisters, what's up?
Sister Elisheva, House
No,
of Officer
Leah.
Elisha.
Sister Leah. Sister Leah's back.
Sister Iona, House of Captain Barnabas.
Sister Manua, House of Brother Z.
Sister Tamima.
Sister Naoma.
Welcome back, sisters. Welcome back.
it looks crowded up here. It
is a lot of people.
It's a lot of brothers.
Give
a lot of
Randolph's
sisters.
mic to Naomi, and then
I don't know
sisters,
why.
you can share
I don't know
that
what. Wendolph, what the hell are you doing here?
I have no clue.
What is Dan the man
I'm trying
doing
to get me
here?
a barbecue spare rib.
A barbecue spare rib.
Yeah, he 100%.
We trying to burn fat. The hell?
He trying to burn
You
his
tried
or somebody
to get a
else.
barbecue spare.
Deacon,
Hey,
Deacon.
Give the mic to him, man.
What the hell is Dan the man doing back here?
I don't know who let him in the building.
Who let this brother in through security, man?
I asked him about 7 times, and he still
ain't
hasn't
got no
responded
answer.
on what the hell he's doing here.
He said, "I'll praise the
So
Most
get
High."
back to the brother in the end. What you looking for?
I'm looking for a rib, a spicy rib.
A spicy rib. You in Northern Kingdom.
Hey, how old are you?
65.
You're about to die. That's why you're looking for a rib.
Damn, what the hell?
I'm almost out of here.
D, what he got? A good 2 years left? 2 healthy years left?
2 healthy years left.
Tell him Randolph said she getting a good insurance policy if she come around this way.
I got a pension.
Man. Been on the railroad 33 years.
33 years.
So you're 65. You want a wife, right?
Yes, sir.
Why you want a wife so late in life?
Well, my former wife passed.
I'm just asking a question. What?
Well, my former wife passed 2 years ago. And,
Sorry to hear that.
house been kind of lonely, so I said, hey, why not?
Okay.
She wasn't the truth?
No, she was from another nation.
Whoa.
What nation?
Donation.
Nation of Korea for 38 years, and after she passed, Lord said, "Come on in."
You was married for 38 years?
38 years.
You found that in the wars?
With a heathen?
Huh? Say it again?
With a heathen. That is correct.
That's why.
with a heathen.
That's why you have no more hair left.
Did you ask? Did he find her in a war?
Yeah.
How did you find her over here?
The Korean War. He old enough to be in the Korean War.
Where did you find her at?
I had my first tour duty in Korea.
Yeah, see, yeah.
Carmel as
That's
a
what brothers
prophet.
was doing.
I might be. Oh, I might
So
be
you find-
Israelite.
wait.
Plenty of brothers did that over there.
He was not in the Korean War.
No, he did a tour in Korea.
Not that old.
So I'm thinking he's gonna say he fought her in Vietnam, the Vietnam War.
You just was in Korea hanging out.
That was about 2 years before my time.
Were you in the Vietnam War?
I was thinking about
I was in during the Vietnam era, but not the Vietnam War.
I was thinking about she's walking around. Me love me long time.
$5.
Sucky.
$5 soul brother.
Me wait a long time for you. Me see you love long time to me.
You want egg roll?
You want egg roll?
Tubuku.
Soul brother Tubuku.
So you was in Korea.
I was in Korea.
So she offered you some me love you long time. Bro, stop it.
He said he put the scripture to
Military were you in?
Say again?
What branch of the military?
The Army.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought when the ship docked, all the men went and saw Ming Ling. Yeah,
he was boots on the ground with him. He was like,
I saw it in the right
boots in the
metal rib. Somebody that
you said
a metal rib?
Mellow type rib.
Like,
something that's not going to be
you're looking for somebody that's not flat back and forth.
No flapjacks.
No. I'm looking for somebody that's serious.
Okay.
Somebody drama. Yep, there you go. Because I like a lot of peace, and doing this time in my life, I like a lot of peace.
So you don't want no Haitian sister?
Definitely no Haitian.
Hell no, you don't want no Haitian sister.
Sorry.
Man,
I've never dealt with a Haitian sister, so
you don't want those problems, bro.
She'll turn you into a wheelbarrow.
But I'm willing to. I'm open to any of the tribes.
He cannot handle Haitian sisters.
What's your favorite scripture?
James 1:22.
What does it say?
Okay.
Not to be a hearer, but a doer.
All praise.
And that's since I came into the truth. That's all I want to do is help IUIC, help the body, whatever I can do to help the body to grow, help those that are in need. Because over the years, I was able to
talk right into the mic.
I was able to kind of put a little money away. So
don't say that. Don't say that.
Hey, bro, do not say you put money away.
They be looking at you like you sugar daddy.
There's a lot of gold diggers, and then listening right now.
You're gonna get 25-year-olds inboxing us about you.
Acting old.
I feel. How long you been in the body now?
1 year.
You've been in. Okay.
1 year.
Right. 1 year in the body. Okay.
Hey, bro, you know that in your case, damn, I don't know. I don't know if I should sit there.
Nah.
Oh.
You have to think about it.
iPhone.
Boy, you say you're 65?
65, and I need a re-up immediately.
So you got about 5 more years to go.
He said, I want a piece with this piece I got.
Because based on scriptures, most I got give us 70. So chances,
sometimes 80.
Some chances you might have 5 more years. So you need the ribs to
15. You never know.
You need the ribs to pull for like 5 months. And then you got 4 years and a half with her.
Yeah, old people in the truth don't prove long.
How's your health?
I'm going through some issues right now. I'm going through some therapy.
Damn.
Not mental therapy, but when you get my age,
Wait a minute, you going to therapy because Shanghang messed you up?
No.
What'd you call her?
Shanghang.
What? Can we know her name?
Her name was Tak Pun.
What?
So wait a minute. So y'all got making fun of me for calling her Shanghang?
You was on point.
Her name was Tak Pung. So I call her Shanghang.
That's what you used to call a Pung or Tak?
Tak Pun.
What you used to call a Pung or Tak?
Hey, baby, talk.
And y'all guys got the nerve. I call her Shanghang.
I'm done.
Hey, you was
Shanghang
close,
is a nice name for her.
You was close.
I didn't even know they sounded so
I
similar.
want her Shanghang than Tak Pung.
So you could speak Korean?
A little bit. When I first kind of got, kind of start getting into the lingo, of course, you learn all the bad words.
So what exactly Shanghang done to you? Got to go to therapy.
Say that again, Bishop.
Sheng Heng? You don't remember who Sheng Heng is?
Sheng
Heng is your ex-wife?
Tak Poon is my dead wife.
Tak Poon.
No, her name is not Tak Poon. She lied to you, but her name was Sheng Heng.
Tak Poon.
What?
Now you found out something else about her. Tak Poon. Okay, Tak Poon, a.k.a. Sheng Heng.
Sheng Heng.
What did she do to you? You got to go to therapy.
No, this is just something physical that just happened. It just came on me. That's all.
Okay.
And I'm trying to. I'm
right,
dealing with it right
We're
now.
not going to get into that. All right. So, how many kids you have?
None.
You never had kids?
She
you never have no kid with Sheng Heng?
She couldn't have any, so.
Damn.
You just kept talking that Poon.
No kids.
Damn.
So can you say we the Israelites in Korea?
Have you ever been to Seoul, Korea?
No, I can't. I can't bring that one up.
Have you ever been to Seoul, Korea?
Been to Seoul many a time.
Soul brother number one, going to Seoul.
So you're looking for a quiet sister, mellow sister.
Yes, sir.
She knows how to cook.
Yes, and if she's a nurse, that's a plus.
Okay.
What?
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Brother, you in the for sale bin outside. And you talking about.
So you're looking for a sister to give you meds?
I can't hear you.
Foot massages, leg massages, back massages,
She gotta be a nurse.
Is your mic on?
What?
She's got to be willing.
Yeah.
So
There's
you
no
looking
room
for a
him
sister?
in the bed.
There's no room. So he's
No.
outside the bin.
No, I
He
got
in the street?
I got the bin on lock.
Damn.
I got the bin on lock.
So where's Randolph at?
I ain't sure, but it ain't the bin.
You got the whole bin by
I got the
yourself.
whole bin. by
Damn.
myself.
She said she next in line out the bin.
Right.
I'm getting out this
Not
bucket.
in the bin.
So you don't care where he goes as long as he don't come in the bed.
He in the trailer on the side of the building. I'm in the
Damn.
bin. I'm in the bin working my way in the
He
building.
ain't even processed yet.
And it's right. He ain't processing.
He's
We
not
bringing him to the store.
He's not even in inventory
He
yet.
ain't in
He
inventory.
ain't even unloaded. He's just still in the trailer.
Y'all crazy.
Hey, last week when we said,
Bring it out, D.
when we said, Bishop said, would you accept any blood that we bring for you? You say yes. There was a sister right here who didn't agree with you.
She made a face at you
She made
too.
a face at you.
She grabbing mics too.
Yeah. She's right there. That was Barnabas. And by the way, for the records,
Yes, sir.
okay, let me let her talk first.
Okay.
Why you make a face?
Okay. Deacon. Humor me.
Huh?
Humor me. Humor her. Okay, so what's your name again, Officer? So you Daniel. Okay, so I've talked to leadership last night, and it's a sister. She cleans up really nicely, and she's very humble, and she's coming into the truth. She's,
I know you're not about to say what I think.
But, don't say it, sis.
No. But I want you to take a look at this sister. She did a little video for you. For you.
Oh.
Okay.
What the hell?
Hold on. What happened?
Wait a minute.
Wait, hold on. No, hold on. Be queuing up no videos. What the hell going on?
Wait.
She did a video for Daniel.
Not for Daniel. She for Daniel.
We ain't screened this thing yet.
No. Or anyone that y'all want to pick.
Let's see the video.
The sister.
No, this is the sister.
Iona's up to something.
And then I got a brother.
Daniel, this is for you.
For her.
Okay.
She cleans up very nice.
So this for Dan the Man.
This is Dan the Man.
Oh hell!
No.
I seen this video. This is. She's all right up until that point.
Got her lightning makeup.
He said lightning makeup.
Nah, man. Nah, she going off right now. She going off.
Witchcraft.
3 pounds of makeup right
I
now.
hope there's a point to this.
Nah.
That's a man. That's a clown. Ringling Brothers.
Hell no. Damn the devil.
Damn the devil in the house.
Deacon's intrigued.
Look at Daniel's face. Look at Daniel's face. Look at his face. Look at his face. He's like, yeah, I can deal with that.
I'm throwing the demons up.
Whoa!
Here you go, Daniel.
Daniel.
All right, Daniel.
That's all you right there, Daniel. Yeah.
L-I-A.
Okay,
Hey, Daniel.
What is your point? I only know what you're trying to say, but go ahead.
Okay, and sis, I talked to Bishop last night, and it's a brother that just came. He uplifts everyone. His spirit is uplifting. Wait a minute. No, wait. You said so. Could y'all cue the brother? Wait a minute.
There's some.
Something ain't right.
Something ain't right in the water.
You see? Well, I'm telling you, she's up to
the
no
show
good.
been hijacked.
She's up to no good.
Oh, I feel like I'm incorrect.
That's my man right there.
Oh
yeah.
Jerome's in the house. Watch your mouth.
So wait. Stop.
Leon, but that's a good brother though. That's a good brother right there.
Are you trying to say if we pick up a brother like that, she's not gonna accept it? That's what you're
She did say looks and stuff don't matter, D, and that's what she frowned up at. When they say looks don't matter, she
now
just
you want to hear the joke of the day? He kind of looked.
Actually, Jerome actually looked like Barnabas.
Oh shit!
Y'all missed it. Y'all missed what she said. Y'all missed what she said.
Say it again, Neoma. I heard you say something.
No, he kind of looked like my ex.
The Levi one. The Levi one.
No, not the Levi one.
You said
Not
catfish.
the West Side one. Yeah, no. My ex is the catfish is the
What?
gentleman. Yeah. No.
You were catfished?
Yeah, I was catfish.
You was new to computers or something?
Yeah. And POF is the devil.
You was on. You was
Piece
on.
of fish?
You was on.
What's
you was
POF?
on-
Piece of fish?
Yeah, it's the internet. It's internet dating.
Oh.
But yeah, this again, it's prior to the truth. And I thought he was a nice fish like a guppy or a snapper, but he was a catfish.
I gotta look this thing up now.
POS.
She said,
Tinder.
she said I thought he was a
Piece
nice
of fish or plenty of fish?
nice
Yeah.
fish.
POF.
He ended up being a
called him
Yeah,
catfish.
he was a catfish all day.
So if we hook you up with a brother that look like that, what are you gonna do?
Again,
Are you gonna say, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna prove the
listen,
brother.
if you know why I would honestly prove him. This is the thing, because I fixed up the catfish, and the catfish didn't look nothing like that. The fact he started feeling himself, and he started acting crazy. And
Never
so
help
the
a
problem, I
catfish.
changed his glasses, changed his hair,
That's mothering.
helped him with some clothes, got him a driver's license.
See
And
that?
it went left.
See that, Iona? You see that?
Mothering.
So yeah.
You heard what Deacon
She
said.
built her man up.
Yeah, just from the biting, but it's okay.
So the fish bit you.
Daniel, what you gotta say?
Fish get shot.
Now, as the
Here we go.
as the elected representative of the millennials, I will say
Who said that? Who said that?
I will say I know we're supposed to walk by faith and not by sight, but if y'all brought me something that looked like that, I personally would believe that y'all don't, know my taste because
We don't know
We
your
don't know
taste.
your taste.
because
We don't care
that
about your taste. Your taste in the world.
Tell us, what's your taste? Tell us.
what is my taste? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I need a sister with a little.
See, you don't even know your taste.
We don't know what you're saying.
We don't know what you're saying.
Well, I'll let you know. I need a sister, you know what I'm saying, with a sense
No, we
of
don't
humor.
know what you're saying.
Sense of humor, she's lovable.
Well, you
She's
don't know if she
easygoing.
had a sense of humor. You don't know if she's lovable. You didn't give it a chance.
Yeah.
Well,
We tried to hook you up with her. You didn't give it a chance.
you gotta
Because
like what you see.
You're damn okay. Oh, that's so you didn't tell us what you like to see. We're waiting on you, Daniel. Dan the man, millennial guy, whatever the
Representative
hell
of the millennials.
She has to be beautiful in the sense that she has a nice, physique, nice eyes.
Why are you tapping the table like that?
Nice
I'm going through my
I'm
checklist.
now nervous.
She has to have, nice eyes, soft eyes.
You said nice thighs?
Nice eyes.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Said
like
nice
some soft,
eyes, soft eyes.
Yeah, some soft eyes, some beautiful eyes.
What's soft
What's a
eyes?
soft eyes?
What does that mean?
Leah eyes. In Genesis, she had soft eyes.
They try to say that mean Leia was ugly. They
No.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, Bishop.
Hey.
So I'm about to go on.
Well, give me a film and take the mic from Daniel.
Michael Jordan thing.
So now, what? No,
Damn, somebody
what's
said
your-
Dan.
What's your name again?
Brother Randolph.
Randolph.
He said he's looking for a beautiful woman.
Randolph.
Daniel
No,
said-
not that. No, hell with Daniel.
Oh,
Daniel's not-
Randolph?
Said he want
He want an easygoing sister. Mellow. He used the word mellow.
Yeah,
So
mellow.
what age
And
are
it's
you
a
looking
nurse
for?
to help him with his shoulders.
So you want a nurse to give you medication?
Yeah, 55 to 60, somewhere around there. I wouldn't, being smart, being reasonable.
To go on long walks with long walks.
Yeah, I do 2 miles just about every morning.
He exercises.
Yeah,
I get it.
And it's
I get it in. I get it.
It's a must, and my goal is I'm trying to get my weight down to around 185.
Okay.
And trying to get this keg down to
a 6-pack.
To a
12-pack.
And it was there before I started having those problems. And,
24.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
So I'm trying to get back there. As a matter of fact, I started running again. The doctor told me, hey, look, you can go back to running. So now I'm getting into it.
So you're pretty healthy.
Yeah, on the most part, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get back into it because when you look at the man in the mirror, you kind of don't like what you see. You say, hey, look, I need to do something about this, and that's what I'm doing.
Hey, some young brothers too need to do that.
So the sister, if she's around 55, is it all right? What do you think if she had like grown kids that she lived with?
Grown kids that she lived with.
They're like 22, 25.
Only thing I can do for a kid is to give them some advice.
What's the advice?
Get a job.
Sounds like some good advice to me.
I mean,
do you mind if she had dentures?
Hey, that's a real question, though.
I really never thought about that. You brought that up. I mean, if she's got dentures and she seems to be in pretty good.
When they take them teeth out, it's kind of fun.
Watch out, hit him with the catfish.
I wouldn't have any problem with that.
Okay, good.
So you're gonna have to picture her taking her teeth out in the middle of,
and leaving it in the jar next to the bed.
I deal with it. In the middle of your guys going at it, she said, "Hold on a minute." Take it out, put it on the table, and say, "Let's go, keep going."
Well, you know what time it is. When them teeth come.
All right. So now, I want you to imagine. You go to work. You retired, but just imagine you go to work. You went to go to the bathroom.
The teeth are sitting in the damn on the sink. They sit in the sink.
No, that's not what I'm about to say. The teeth still in there,
chattering.
So now you pull out to pee, and you find out the teeth still in there.
Oh my Lord!
Oh, Deacon, come on, man.
Come on, dog. No, don't worry about it, Carmelo. But we still have not gotten to the root of Iona and Sister Naoma.
I am a little bit curious. Why didn't you get
The deceiver.
So
with a neck like Tyson.
Naoma,
yes, sir.
So you're saying looks is not a big deal with you? Is that true?
No, it's not a big deal.
You heard that?
It's not a big deal. But the only thing is, I'm just curious why you didn't have no
majority.
muscles
Okay, well,
one of us should be in shape.
That wasn't the prerequisite. You said anything.
But anything? No, I am. No, seriously. If he's in the script, because right now I just really want to get on the ships.
Hey, listen. The most handsome man she ever get together was Levi.
Was not Levi.
Yeah.
Was Levi.
It was Levi?
Was not
Levi. Did Levi look something like Jerome?
No.
Yes, he did.
No.
We got to explain to him.
He was the healthy.
We wear the shoes. We had no socks.
And
you know
he
what I'm
dark
saying?
skin.
The mud is why he was so healthy.
So she like healthy, in shape, and dark skin. She just told
Half
you.
his
See how
blood
she
was
got
mud.
happy?
She just described Levi.
She got happy and started bouncing.
So she likes Levi. She
Levi
likes
get
Levi.
up. He put shoes on, no socks.
Sweatpants too. Sweatpants and shoes. Hard bottoms. She liked that. She liked that thing.
With a top hat.
He took it to the Catholic church, banging tambourines, didn't he?
No.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
No Catholic church. But you want to hear something? I grew up.
He had a top hat
Let me
and a
ask you a
jogging
question.
suit.
Did he cook for you like Levi food?
No.
He ain't
Can't
get
make
no
no
Levi food.
pickles.
So he was on pizza and Kool-Aid like regular
Levi
Judah.
men don't know how to cook. Do you know how to cook
No,
either?
he didn't.
I do know how to cook.
He
I just don't.
He didn't cook
I got a
Levi
wife.
food.
I don't gotta cook. I gotta cook.
He gonna starve without no wife. He dead in a
These
week.
guys gonna sit there and act like you know how to cook. Bishop don't know how to cook. Bishop is Judah. Deacon Asaph don't know how to cook. Deacon Asaph is Judah.
What does that mean?
What that mean?
Say that again.
Judah
He
man
don't know what he's talking about, man.
No, I'm talking to this guy. He sound like every brother know how to cook.
I didn't say everybody
That's why
could
he
cook.
sound
And
like-
who don't know how to cook?
You know how to cook?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, you don't.
Judah women teaches their son how to cook. I
know how to cook, brother.
And I know how to cook too.
Everybody know. You know everybody know how to make fried chicken, right?
No, I don't.
I don't trust that.
I don't think
the problem is Deke used to dealing with
You
New
know how to cook
York.
the whole meal.
Yes.
Judah.
Oh, he said that's New York Judah women.
That's New York Judah.
Because I don't have to.
And that's the same thing. Yeah, that's the same thing I just told you.
But if I needed to, I know how to cook.
Exactly.
Brother ain't gonna starve, brother.
There you go.
Well, you know how to cook for you. Not.
Oh God. Deacon needs to get his cooking skills up right now. Deacon needs to watch YouTube to get y'all about to fight. You like, what? Who you talking to?
Y'all stop taking the body over. Who
you talking to? What?
So,
Deke used to New Yorkers.
Say what?
Deke used to New Yorkers.
Deacon Malachi?
Mm-hmm. That's the New
What
York
you mean New
sisters.
Yorkers?
What does that mean,
That's
Judah?
the New York sisters.
Bring it out, sister.
Bring it out.
You in the spirit now. Come on, bring it.
They
You see when the eyebrows go up like that?
They
That means
teach
she's
their
serious.
daughters. We are more closer than
Uh-oh.
the other tribes.
What? You look at me like
Because you keep
you look at me like you want to
talking
kill me.
She got hatred for you, Deke.
You feel like she keep looking at me like she want to kill me.
You talking about my tribe, D?
What, Judah?
Yes, and you be doing us dirty. That's New Yorkers. That's because you was in New York so long.
He was
That's the New York
Connecticut.
sisters.
Connecticut, not New York.
Whatever.
Connecticut.
It's a difference.
Connecticut.
Trust me, it's a difference. Okay, I have a question for you, for real. Are
For
all
who?
Levites for you? Are all Levites the same?
No.
Like that grow up in
Yeah, they
different
are.
sections.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, so why
They're all
you
crazy.
do that to us?
Every last
what
one
to
of
what?
them.
Okay, so I've seen Levi that lives in huts and things of that nature and dirty
Eat
and all that
mud.
stuff.
What is
so
your point?
I'm saying,
That's
so
Haiti.
in my mind, should I say all Levi's like that? All Haitians are like that?
Did I say all Judah?
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
I did.
Well, I'm just joking. You know I'm just joking, right?
Yeah, but I just want to clarify.
She looked like she got offended.
I am offended.
I did meet. Remember when we was in Haiti? There was a little Haitian
Yes.
in a box.
Yes.
And he was in a box. He had dirt everywhere, and he said he could give me the winning lotto numbers.
Right outside the hotel.
Right? See, I was there.
Right outside
He
the
lived
hotel.
in a box.
How distinct to leave?
Just pops out of a box. with
Matter
a
of
lotto
fact, hey,
numbers.
Bishop Deacon was there too. He witnessed it
you
too.
How distinct to leave? I want to talk about Judah.
No, she was talking about Levi.
No, we're talking about Judah. We're not talking about Levi.
Sister Naama said how much she loves
Levi.
We was trying to figure it out because they live in boxes.
No, they do not. No, they do not. They do not.
I'm
No,
Magic
no.
lotto box.
I'm confused.
No,
It's either boxes or
get
one
back
hut.
to Barnabas' wife.
Yes, sir.
Since you got offended, I'm glad you offended.
Levi got
Listen.
boxes and goats.
Now listen, your Judah sisters listen and listen up good.
We're listening.
We are. We're listening.
Hey, Malachi, you said.
Oh shit. Let me shut up. There's five Judah here. Okay, I ain't got nothing to say. All right, let's move on.
I'm not Judah.
Are you not?
No.
Zebulon.
Zebulon all day, NK. You know what it is?
What was that?
Man, you Judah, man.
Northern Kingdom.
You Judah.
The hell is this?
You Judah.
I was raised Judah, but that's not the point.
No, you Judah. You Judah.
Okay, so my point is, to get to my point is sisters be lying when they, brothers too, if they say, leadership, I want you to pick my rib, or I want you to pick my Lord, I take whatever you give me. They lying because looks do matter.
We pick Barnabas for you.
No, okay.
Yeah, sister, did I not pick Barnabas for you?
Okay.
Bring it out.
I pick Barnabas for you.
All right.
Bring
So
it out.
you said, Deacon.
You know what I'm saying?
You said, Deacon, pick me a brother. I said, Barnabas. Barnabas, come. You want a friend?
You want a friend, baby, Lord?
But since
Okay.
I was
The story was told. I don't remember
since
that. That's
I
how
was
it
making
went.
a point that when people ask, they don't really mean it.
Right. So what she's saying is,
That's
what she's
not
saying.
true.
It's not that.
So
but what?
Watch this. So if we say, Brother Randolph.
Randolph.
Bishop, if you and Deacon Malachi and Deacon Yawasop,
All
and
three together.
No, if y'all said I would take him.
Really?
I
think what Iona is saying.
You know why?
Well,
because
I will not. I'm not going to go along with that because you will kill him.
Yes.
But see now,
Hit him with that thickalicious, boy.
He ain't ready for that thickalicious.
The brother got a good 5 years to go.
right?
You will cut his life short to 2 years.
She knows that we're not going to just hand her any. She knows that
And
the
see,
brother
that's
that
why,
we bring
because I know the
forward,
ones like
he's
the-
going to go through the scrutiny.
Yeah,
he's
the
going to
ones
get it.
that you guys pick, have had really good reports. The ones that you guys have said, Sister Wade or Brother Wade or that person's not ready, it's been horror stories. So far y'all batting pretty good. I haven't heard of
Brother
anybody.
Randolph, you want to die happy or sad?
You want to die quicker and happy?
You want to die fast or late?
I want to die gracefully.
Then you gracefully.
Well, so that means you're not gonna. I cannot hook you up with that sister. She will kill you.
And she has a 5-year-old son.
She will cut you like short to 2 years and a half.
Yeah, he noisy. Got a 5-year-old son.
So what Iona's saying though, basically, what you're saying is sisters ain't ready. They not on that level yet. So
Looks
have
matter
that
to,
faith.
Will you stop giving up gasoline and put?
Looks
I'm just
matter
telling you what
to
you're
an
saying.
extent.
I know. We know what you're saying.
For folks that say looks don't matter and that's shallow, that's BS. You fooling yourself because
We know.
you have to be able
we know
to
looks don't matter for you because you pick Barnabas.
But you know what?
That's what I like. Everybody has something. The Most High gave us different tastes. I don't like light-skinned men. So does that mean that,
Deacon,
don't get me wrong, I like them as brothers
Bishop,
or
don't say
whatever,
it.
but
Bishop,
as far
do not
as
say it.
personally,
I'm not attracted to
I'm not attracted to that. That's what the Most High put in me. So if someone's saying that looks don't matter at all, they fooling themselves. Something has to be there. And those that say that sex don't matter, they lying too, because if you don't got no kids,
nothing about no sex.
Wait a minute.
I think Alicia's has spoken.
Because you gotta have something to make if you don't have no kids, what intimacy you gonna have? Okay, I have a question. If sex is off the board, right?
It can't be off the board. That's marriage.
But
No.
Hypothetically.
I want
But
to
you
hear
get what
this.
I'm saying? Some sisters say sex don't matter.
Okay.
That it don't matter, right?
Yeah, because they don't
I've
like
never heard a man say that, but I've heard sisters say that sex don't matter. I have heard brothers come on here and say sex don't matter.
They lying. They lying.
Okay, so how do you get intimacy with that person without that? If you don't have any kids, how do you become one?
Shaking hand.
What?
Stop it.
Shake the dice. Shake the dice.
Shake her. Continue. Shake her hand. Shake her hand. That's
real.
all.
What, you gotta buy her stuff for her to like?
I'm serious. How do you become
So
one?
there has to be a level of attraction.
Right.
Has to be a
That's
level
the
of
answer.
attraction.
Absolutely.
That's the answer. You can't. What you said make no sense. What you said don't go. Marriage is sex.
Marriage is sex.
You cannot take sex out of marriage.
Okay, so
So when
sisters be
somebody,
lying.
yes, they do. Yes, they are.
Okay.
They are.
Okay.
Any brother or sister said that they're lying.
Hey, but that's why.
If you notice, when brothers and sisters come on the show, say they want a rib or a husband, they go into the politically correct things that they're looking for. We're like, no. What does the person have to look like? Because we know that your level of attraction has to be there. That's obvious.
Yeah, that's true.
But we can't say that there's also those brothers or sisters who don't value the appearance on the same level as everybody else. You know, the looks are more important than others. Others will say, you know what, I just want a good person because I've been through this many bad things in my life. I'm ready to make that change. So the spectrum is broad on that. So we can't say everybody is going to value the appearance on the same level.
And respectfully,
Right.
that's where I am. Like, my overall attraction, like I am attracted to
A heartbeat.
dark skinned men. Like, and they used to tease me in the world, like, okay, you like them black, ugly, with low self-esteem, but that's not I'm saying that's what they say.
Those were your friends.
Don't be offended. Don't be offended.
You know, that's what I'm
Were these your friends that said this?
No.
Was these your friends that
I didn't even hear
said
what she said because
But
I was talking.
again, they're not my friends now, and they're in the world.
I didn't hear what she said.
You didn't hear what she said.
Say what you said again.
No, I'm saying
They got
I was
issues.
agreeing with what Kat was saying because I've had them on one end of the spectrum to the other. Like I dealt with a light skinned gentleman, and he was like Ike Turner. Okay, so
That's the liver blood.
Eat the cake. Ain't right, bro. Eat the cake. Think delicious.
They don't know about Ike Turner.
That was
you
my
know
high
Ike
school
Turner?
boyfriend. So we didn't.
Mahala Lil.
Oh,
This
my
one.
Yeah.
kicking the door,
Light
waving the
skin,
4-4?
Millennial
You know,
bishop.
pretty to look at. All the girls wanted him. Nothing but trouble. Just
Okay.
great aggravation.
No,
He a
repeat what you
boxer.
said because I didn't hear what you said before that.
No, I said one of my friends used to tease me because all the men that I was honestly attracted to would be dark skinned, super dark. Like you guys are kind of like in comparison. Like I'm talking Lulu black. Like I just like
Blue black.
men.
Blurple.
I really
What about
do.
Deacon?
Yeah, he ain't dark enough either, but it's okay.
Oh, if he get it close to his jacket, he'd be all right.
Say what they said about darkies.
They said that I like men that was black, ugly, with low self-esteem.
Don't get offended. Don't get offended. It's all right. It's all right.
Why should I get offended?
I don't know. Bishop, don't get offended.
But when you go through certain things, it's like, okay, the pretty package, is just the pretty package.
Hey, but isn't beauty in the eyes of the beholder, though? Like, what one person think is attractive, another person may not think that.
Hey, sis, let me tell you something. There is some handsome men who have kids with maybe a beautiful sister, and the kids is ugly as hell.
Yeah.
He's going left.
Yo, Deacon going left.
So left.
And then you got Deacon Malachi, who's not that handsome, and his kid is handsome and beautiful as hell.
What?
So that's saying,
Bro, what are you talking about,
that's saying, how said the scripture describes? See that's saying my sperm is clean.
Are we calling kids ugly?
My seed is clean. That's what that's saying. I got beautiful children.
Come on, dog.
My seed
You know what I'm
is
saying?
clean.
The seed. Well, I didn't say sperm, seed. That's saying my seed is clean. I didn't mean to use that word. I meant to use seed.
Take his headphones.
Bishop. I meant to use seed. I meant to say seed. Put that back on. You got some handsome brothers who got ugly seeds.
Yeah, there's some ugly kids.
But you got some ugly brothers who got beautiful seeds.
There's some ugly kids in the congregation. You don't want to say it.
I did not say it.
Oh, I
Come
wasn't
on, I
supposed to
said
say
there is some
congregation.
ugly kids in the congregation. I did not say it.
Look ugly.
How did we get here?
But they nice.
But what
I have
my
not
sister
seen no
is
ugly
saying,
kids in the congregation. They're all good looking.
there is no ugly kids in the congregation. But my point is, it's not about how handsome you are. You know what I'm saying?
No, we don't.
It's about how big your muscle is.
Oh, Lord.
Can you please put this back?
Can we go to commercial break or something?
The sisters need to touch up their lipstick. Go to commercial.
All right, let's move on.
Good luck, Randolph.
All right, Israel, I was just joking.
Good luck.
I meant to say seed. Seed.
You got to make those jokes clear at the end.
That's what I'm saying. I got to clear it out. You know what I'm saying? I got to clear it out. I meant to say seed. Don't get offended. I meant to say seed. All right, let's move on.
He had something else to bring out, right?
What else? You're looking for a sister.
No, he had. You was telling me about some things.
Now, when you're talking about,
Oh, that was.
I'm
separate from the show.
65. Sure, I like to have a sister that kind of have a good, aura about herself, kind of look kind of, nice, carry herself. Because there's a lot of older women I've seen that look very nice. I mean,
in the body.
I haven't been looking around. I haven't been looking around in the body. Just trying to, I haven't looked around in the body. Just, trying to.
Yeah.
So you wasn't looking, but you seen.
You seen something.
I've seen some nice older looking sisters.
So you're saying that wait a minute, in Atlanta?
In Atlanta, yeah.
Okay.
And
Randolph.
I don't know what their marital situation is. I don't know, but
You've been looking.
Oh no,
Randy.
we see things, and like sister was saying, everybody has different tastes. Everybody like what they like.
I want to taste that.
I like. Not only do I like a woman that looks nice, I like she's got to smell good. She's got.
That's
to have,
right.
I gotta stop you there, Randy. Randolph,
You
I
in the
gotta
spirit.
stop
You
you
in the
there.
spirit there, bro.
You was with Moab. Moab does not smell good. I don't give a damn what you say. I worked in Moab for years. Moab does not smell good.
Like
I
fish
just
sauce.
Well, that's the reason why he wanted to make sure.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. All right,
Fish
all right.
sauce.
So he said there's some older, nice looking sisters. Do y'all know any? That's single.
Yes.
Atlanta got a lot of older single women.
We
That's
do
why
have
I
a
know
lot
one
of
in
older single
particular,
women.
yeah.
That's nice
Do they look good?
Yes,
Yes.
that's nice looking.
I know one that she looks good. She doesn't have any children. But no. She has grown children.
Oh, grown children.
Yeah. She works. She has a job, so she has income.
she ain't got time to rub his feet.
That's a plus
How long
right
have you
there.
known her?
I want to say about 4 years.
4 years. That's
4
good.
years. Sweet, genuine sister.
So I ain't gonna say nothing
She
just on
had
the show.
Huh?
Yeah, you messing up.
The people online say don't say nothing goes of this show, so I'm just gonna be quiet.
Yeah.
Take the counsel, D. Take the
I'm
counsel.
taking the counsel. I ain't saying nothing for the rest of the hour. I got what time it is?
10:40.
I got an hour 20 minutes not just to keep quiet. So I'm just gonna keep quiet. Hey, you took my spot.
There's a sister said, she said, I fit the criteria. So yes, hey, send. If you're interested in Randy Watson.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Just you can send your information to IUIC Atlanta Facebook page, your picture, your age, your congregation, things of that nature. And we'll pass it along to Randy.
That's right.
Randy like his brandy.
Hey, that's it? Elisha? Yes, sir. No, not Elisha. Kidon, what you have?
Okay. This just posted from the web.
Yeah.
Talking point. Go back.
Just a talking point.
Just a talking point. This is a meme posted in the web. It says, when a man earns money, he dreams of giving his wife the best. When a woman earns money, she feels she does not need a man.
Wow.
Somebody said something.
Not true.
That's when y'all go off.
Who posted that?
It was on the web. I thought it was very interesting. I thought it was very interesting.
Somebody with a welfare mindset.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Speak on the welfare mindset. What that is?
Meaning that, welfare be like, well, you can't have no man if I'm going to give you this money.
Yeah, speak on it, girl.
So.
What?
No, I understand where she's going. Go ahead.
All right.
Preach, sister.
So bring it out, sister.
I'm for real. I don't know nothing about welfare now, but back in the day, they said you can't have a man in the house if I'm giving you these food stamps, I'm giving you.
That's
it's
true.
the same now.
That's true.
So if that's how you thinking, then that means that you got the white man in your head.
Willie Lynch.
That part for real.
Well, I did see a post said Section 8 and child support got a lot of y'all women thinking y'all independent women.
Yeah, I just see that.
But that child support make your bed cold though.
Say it again.
What? That child support make your bed cold.
Ain't nobody on child support in no empty bed. Most of the ones who get child support got somebody throwing another child at them.
They got the kids in the bed. Keeping them warm.
No.
Yeah, they got game. I know
got a back support on them.
Yep. They got game.
Damn.
And they tell the dude, said, listen, I ain't looking to get married. I ain't looking. You just here.
Yep. Get your clothes.
Okay, I'm not
when
gonna
you
say
done with
that's
your
not
business,
true.
get out.
But that's not everybody's outlook.
Well, what's the other outlet? What's the other end? Because that's what we see.
Hey, put that back. Read that again.
When a man earns money, he dreams of giving his wife the best. When a woman earns money, she feels she does not need a man.
That's it.
I disagree with that for the sisters that's in the truth.
Okay.
That's don't apply to the sisters that's in the truth. But that's the mindset they might have before they come on the truth. Well, let's hope so. Cap, let me change that. Let's hope that's not sisters that's in the truth. Mm-hmm. That mindset, majority of sisters that are sisters that's in the world have that mindset. Because they're just pushing, that's part of that, what you call it, feminism crap.
Yeah.
They're pushing on our people, that feminism, the white women pushing, and our sisters take part of it. Mm-hmm. I pray and hope that's not sisters that's
in the body.
That's in the body. That's a repentant sister.
Deacon, I will say this. My father raised me to be able to take care of myself if I did not have a man. So education and things like that. But I don't have the mindset of I don't need a man. But to be able to take care of yourself.
That's you.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, Deacon, you also go ahead.
Yeah, actually, there's nothing wrong with that because that's a precaution, and we raise our daughters that way because of the what if.
Yeah.
But ideally, you want to be able to have your daughter to be with somebody that's going to take care of her and do the rest of it. But just out of if something goes wrong, you want to have something to fall back on. So that's the reason why we do that.
You notice.
Ideally, it would be the other way around.
Exactly. What Deacon Yosef said, what you said is me and Bishop always said, when the young sisters come here looking for a husband, we said, make sure you finish school.
Yeah.
If you're not in school, go back. Because you never know, you might marry the knucklehead.
Right.
Or he might turn into a nigga.
He might turn into a Negro. And you want a sister that be able to take care of herself.
We call it the fall back on just in case.
What you thought it was good.
Exactly. So that makes sense. That makes sense.
Because, sometimes some of the rifts that happen in marriage, and we've touched on it many a times, happens to deal with finances.
Yes.
Finances is a major factor in the rifts in marriage. Sex, finances, those are the two major ones. But the finances sometimes come from the woman having the ability to make more than the brother, right? So sometimes that comes with a mindset as well, meaning I don't have to humble down to you because I can do it on my own.
I could do bad all by myself.
Yes.
That mentality.
We got a sister that just happened in here.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
And now you are see Atlanta last month.
Yes. Yes.
Remember I always said I make the comment about how dangerous a sister is when she educated and have money. Some sisters, they let this thing get into their head.
Yeah.
A lot of our sisters let that education Esau get into their head, and then now start making money. They look at the black man now because he's making money and have high education. Because we all know the black woman. There was an article that's come out a couple of years ago. The black woman is the most educated woman in America. Yes, way past the black man, and that's plenty. So a lot of sisters let that thing get into their head. They're the one who's like, oh, you see that article just read? That's the sisters. So they're the one who's like, oh, I don't need a man, I can make my own money. I can. And some sisters, in the truth, believe it or not, in the truth, let that thing get into their head.
Yes. So that's that impudence. They've almost, even though the man is making money, sometimes when they make more, like what it's saying, Sarat, a woman that cares for a man, she's full of impudence and reproach. So in her mind, because she makes money, now I take care of you.
But that's not true, though.
I'm saying, even though it's not true, because he's working, he's doing whatever.
That scripture you just brought out is not talking about a man that's not working. It's talking about a man that's not working.
Right.
It's not talking about a man that's get up every morning, go to work. Because we gotta listen. The truth is, chances you're gonna marry a sister make more money than you. That's how America designed it. America designed it like that.
The whole point. Repeat what you just said.
I said, so in her mind, she's taking on that part of I'm taking care of him, even though he's working, he's doing all these things. But because she makes more money now her mind frame is tied to I'm taking care of you. I got this.
The reason why is because a lot of these sisters in the world, I would say, they don't understand the purpose of finances. They don't understand the purpose of money. Money is a defense against poverty and the rest of the things like the scripture said. But what happens is that these same women use money as a tool to manipulate and to be over like the overlord over the man and stuff like that, which has nothing to do with making sure that poverty don't hit you. The absence of this, if they use it as a tool to control the man, and they've been educated to think that way, which is horrible actually, because they need to know what the actual reason for why you make money. It is to sustain the marriage, sustain the family, not to use it as a weapon against your spouse.
Right. Deacon, I'm going to say something on that. One thing that I had to do when I got married, because I already had my own things established, I had to I had to soften up and need my Lord. So it wasn't that I was trying to be independent or anything like that. I was just so used to doing everything on my own. I had to make a conscious effort to soften up and need him.
Your situation doesn't necessarily equate with what he said, but repeat what you just said.
Just softening up and needing him, and not always feeling like I had to always take care of everything, because my Lord is a provider, hands down, and he takes care of our home. And I made it very clear to him, when he was establishing the rules for his house, like, everything that I have, I am your possession. It all belongs to him, but he's not abusive with it. And we've heard stories in the body of brothers being abusive with that thing, taking their wives' money and things like that. He doesn't do that, and it's a beautiful thing. And it took time for me to
trust
really
him.
That's
That's
actually a plus. And the reason why I'm saying that is because prior to you getting married with your Lord, you had to do these things yourself. That's the self-sufficiency thing that we were talking about, what we would do with our daughters. Now you've come into marriage, and what you call it softening up. Basically, that actually works to your favor, because in reality, and I think you women can attest to that, no woman really wants to have to be the man and the woman at the same and be the they want to have somebody to look after them and take care of them and those kinds of things.
Don't say that a lot.
But you're just so used to doing it on your own. I kept
so it takes a while
my
to
house.
to find yourself, so to speak?
For like 6 months after we got married, because it was just, I had never lived with a man or anything like that, and to just relinquish, you know, everything and go into his home, it was a lot. And it wasn't until he told me that I offended him by not moving right into his home, you know what I'm saying? And I would go home every summer to go stay with my father. And since I've been married, I go home for maybe like a week, and my dad comes here every season. But it was a lot to not be able to leave and go be with my father and leave in my own home. But it took some work.
You had to ease Babylon out of your system.
Yep.
I get it. I
Yeah.
get it.
Captivity,
And then-
contingencies.
All praises.
Also,
All
on a
praises.
different perspective.
You
coming
all right,
from,
Alicia. You all
I
right.
think a different perspective looking at that statement is just one, having a woman who doesn't understand what her role is and doesn't understand the scriptures and what a helpmeet is. I can't help you if I have nothing to offer.
Right.
It's almost like the Willie Lynch escalated. Like, oh, I don't need you. Well, I can't depend on you because you can't protect me physically. So money has become that defense. Like, well, I can do this. But instead of leaving it there and using it as a tool, it's looked at as, oh, this is how I protect myself. This is how I provide. So essentially, in some cases, there have been some people who may have used money to replace what a relationship is.
Exactly. And they're miserable, by the way, when they do
Yes.
that. Because innately, we want to be with the mate.
Right, and so it's bitterness, and it's that I'm going to push you away because I want that, but instead of me submitting or humbling myself or saying I'm going to say everything that's against it, I'm going to speak against it. Oh, she's married. Oh, she thinks like it's that mindset, that independent mindset that Americans fear. You're free. You're elevated.
When she used the word that she wanted to soften up, I wanted to kind of get into that because I did not want her to use the word softening like it was a negative connotation of her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I had to digress or debase myself. It's not that. It's like you actually adapting to what God made.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's not negative.
I like something else that Sister Leah said. She said she had to learn how to trust her Lord. And I think that's a heavy point that's often overlooked. That you don't, the proving process, yes, you actually learn to trust up to an extent because you don't live with the person. Your most, I guess, intimate moments are now in the open because you're now in the same house. So there's no hiding those little quirky things you might do when you're at your house and on the phone with each other. You know, you might bite your toenails and stuff.
Why was I thinking the exact same thing?
My man, this the back of the classroom right here. We get it in. But once you now are married and move in, the level of trust has to now increase with the level of change that just happened in your life. It's a big step, being married and then moving in together, all of that stuff. It's a huge step. So the level of trust has to increase as well because now it's official. The bank accounts is now under your Lord. The ordering of the house is now under your Lord. So the trust level has to increase. And I think a lot of times that marriage, the next step is taken, but that trust level is still there's a guard. There's a guard still there.
There's not a lot of faith in the husband to lead properly.
Right.
We always looking for we always got like captivity contingencies. Like because we in captivity, we start setting up all these extra things, protection. Like Deacon was saying, the protection that we teach the sisters. Do these things because this he might bug out. And the same thing we teach the brothers. Hey, make sure you got plan B and bank account C just in case the BS have it.
But Kamala, Sister Leah said something.
Yeah, Leah.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Elisheba.
Sister Leah's, there's a scripture I noticed that a lot of brother misquote. You know, she says something about she have to trust them to turn over everything. The abusive you're talking about is when, because I heard brothers say this, and I thought I was talking to Bishop about that. Brothers, this is one of the reasons I told sisters to finish school, make sure they got their own money. This is why I said that. This is what brothers do, Deacon. Brothers go, leadership say you check belong to me.
Your possession.
And sisters want to, let's say the sister want to do, she got a job now. She want to do her hair. She got to go to the brother for $20 to do her hair or $50. She want to do her nail. She got to go to that brother. She want to put gas on the car. She got to go to the blood, but she's working.
It's financial abuse.
That's financial abuse.
Or groceries in the house.
We never said that. We never said that. We never said that. And seriously, I have a daughter. I found out the blood is doing that. I'd be real pissed.
Yeah.
I'd be real pissed because she got it. What's the purpose of her working if you're doing that to her? I can understand maybe if she's not have a job, but if she have a job, why would you take all her money? Whatever she got to come to you. That's abusive.
Because the brothers go totalitarian on the possession part of the scripture.
Yeah.
So now once they go
that's
possession,
not what that's talking about.
But D, remember what brothers are doing too is using leadership's name to say, well, this is what leadership teaches. So sister, you better humble down and give me that money. No. You're getting $25 for groceries, and you're getting $2 for gas on the Sabbath. And
you ain't got to go that far.
Like that. I would understand it. Let's say this. Okay, for example, let's say the sister's making $800 or $1,000 a week. The brother said,
"Balling."
Who said what?
I just read somebody said, if my husband needs extra, can I loan it to him?
Loan? Sister, it's his. What the hell wrong with you?
That's how I was like, what? I'm sorry.
You see,
sorry. Go ahead.
Let's say the sister make $1,000 a week. The brother might say, okay, sis, all right. Why don't you pay your car notes and pay the light bill? If you got $500 left, I'm talking about a month. Now, if she's making $1,000 a week, that's $4,000 a month. Right. Let's say he might say, hey, you go and pay your car notes, pay the light bill, and the rest, put it in the bank or whatever you need. We know some sisters are going to go ballistic and just go shop. But some sister will save that money for winning day because they know one day the family might run into trouble. Right. That's the sister with the white mindset.
More like the family is going to run into trouble one day.
That's the sister with the white mindset. The sister with the white mindset is going to be like, you know what? $4,000, all I have to do is pay my car notes, might be $500, and the light bill. I'm going to have maybe $2,500 or $3,000 left over. I'm going to make sure every month I put $2,500 away. Just in case when me and my husband went into something. But some sisters got that worldly mindset, they're gonna go, because I always say this is survival. This is the mindset all of us should have. This is survival. We in captivity. We have to survive here. We have to do whatever it takes, survive. You have to marry a woman with the mindset of survival. This is survival. So the sister, the same way the husband protected the family, the sister must have to be, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to protect my Lord. How you protect my Lord? I'm going to save this, I'm going to save that. One day, we might run into trouble. And I always give that example. There's a sister in Israel that the husband truck broke down. And he was ready to get a car, and now the truck said he didn't have the money. And the sister go, hey, I got some money. And he was like, where you got that money? She said, I've been saving money. I've been saving. So that's the mindset of a survival. Right. That's the mindset of a revolutionary woman. She know, and listen, we got to survive here, and we're going to do. Her mindset is to the family. We're going to protect. I'm going to do whatever it takes to protect this family. How? Like you said, money is a defense by saving.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
well, just very shortly, in terms of who's going to run the bank account and all of that stuff got to really come down the line. Meaning into the marriage. You can't really, it's kind of hard to establish that right off the bat.
Because some men are dumb.
Right. Yeah. Say it again?
Some men are dumb.
Some men are dumb.
You got to see where
and
your
that's
strength
the point.
is.
Exactly. So it's going to take years, time. I just use the word time because I don't know how long it might take. But just like what you were saying, Deacon, making a point that the sister might have better saving smarts, but you're not going to learn that off the gate. You got to be in a relationship a little bit to figure out where the problems and how we manage our money. Exactly. And then the smarter head will prevail, and hopefully the Lord of the house will agree with it.
Exactly.
That kind of thing.
But you know what Bishop just said? Some men are dumb. You know why he said that? Some of us men, especially men, harbor with money.
I was just about to ask.
Do not marry them. If you harbor with money, don't marry a woman who harbor with money too.
Y'all gonna be broke.
Hey, y'all make 4,000, they gonna spend 4,005.
That's gonna be a broke ass family.
But Deacon,
so they got $1 million, but they living like they got $100.
Overdraft fees.
That's gonna be a broke ass family.
But Deacon,
you bad with money. You're gonna marry a woman bad with money.
Right.
Hey, listen, I'm bad with money, and Bishop get a market many times. I'm bad with money. That's just me. I'm just bad with money. I'm serious. I'm bad with money. But some brothers not admit it. They're not ready to admit it. Listen, I'm bad with money, so I need a sister that's better than me with money.
They won't admit it because they're the man of the house, D.
Listen, bad with money, that doesn't mean I'm the man of the house.
Right.
You horrible with money.
Right.
But Deacon, what you gentlemen saying is like really hit the nail on the head, because I learned that from my grandmother. Because my grandfather, they own their own home, so he bought the house. He paid the house off, and he bought the cars. Like, they got cars like every 2 to 3 years. He would get new cars, and she would do stuff like the water bill and the light bill. That's what she kind of did, like stuff like that. And she put all the grocery in the house, the appliances, stuff like that. Like, we had a washing machine, we had a dryer. She did the Sears and Roebuck bill for that. So she did like the smaller stuff, God forbid if anything happened. But my grandmother, she was like a storer. Like, he would give her money, and she worked. And you always thought she didn't have money, but she had money, like just stored away. And it was like that for me too, because when I got into the situation, when I came into the truth and things started to go left with the gentleman that I was with, they was a little bit shocked when the U-Haul pulled up, because they was like, where you get money from? I been had money. It's like just because I have $100, I'm not gonna spend all $100. Like, I'm gonna save $20. I'm gonna keep money. And it's like, how many vacuums can you buy? How many, because like when you think about it, people go to the store every single week in Walmart. You buying the same stuff. You can't keep buying the same stuff. Keep what you got and take care of what you have. Some sisters go to the store every day. Talking about every week. Some of them go to the store every damn day. Every day to buy what? Like, it doesn't make sense. So yeah. And when it was time to go, they were shocked. People was like, oh yeah, she moved out. Yep, moved out. Down payment, everything. Bye.
And you know what? Speaking of money, I'm sorry, David. Dan, you sure?
I don't want to hear from Dan.
So what's heavy about that is that in order, because that kind of reminds me of the scripture in Proverbs, where it says, the woman considereth the field and she buyeth it. If a sister always has money saved away, she's putting away, that means she's forward thinking, which means you have to have a financial plan in place to say, I have this extra money in case of this or in case of that. A lot of times, if you don't have a goal, if you don't have a target, you can't hit it. So I got this extra 5,000, I'm gonna just go blow it. Or I got this extra 500, I'm gonna just go blow it, because you don't have a financial plan in place to hit your target.
That's a nigga mindset, by the way. What you said, Daniel, that's a nigga mindset. Any woman who think like that, that's a nigga. That's not an Israelite woman mindset.
Man,
that woman you describe in Proverbs, that's an Israelite woman mindset. But a sister that's in the truth, have that mindset, that's not a woman in the truth mindset.
But I wasn't doing it, sir.
I ain't talking about you.
No, I'm just saying. But when I was doing it, because like you said, when we first started talking about money, he didn't even have a bank account. So I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna get together and we're gonna do this thing. Okay, you're gonna have to learn certain things. So I want to make sure we have money on the back end for the lights, just in case you don't have the money for the lights, so we don't be in the dark. So that was initially, how it was. I never expected it to go left, but when it did go left, I was prepared to make another move.
Captivity.
It's amazing. It's amazing that people are surprised when you was able to come up with that money.
Yeah.
Out of the blue, as someone would say. And I was, as you were talking about it, I was thinking about how our spending habits is.
Right.
And to go back to your point about planning, when you are talking about. Huh?
Black people's spending habit is horrible.
Yeah, I know. But you was making the point that if you don't have a plan, you're not going to deal a goal. You're not going to deal properly with the money, as the scriptures say. Where there is no vision, the family perish. Basically, let's say it that way. So when you're in your, you were going to say something?
No. Deacon, finish up.
So when you're looking for your mate, your spouse, you want to have that conversation to see if your goals are congruent. You understand what I'm saying? So you can plan together like that. If her mind is way out left field, you said it's gonna be a problem. So have that kind of discussion.
A few people asked about joint bank accounts and should they have accounts together.
Well, can I answer that? They're not gonna like it.
Bring it out.
Can I answer that? Let me tell you something about joint bank account.
Bring it out.
The only joint bank account you guys should have is to pay the damn bills. You should not have a bank account with your wife where all your eggs in one basket.
Deacon.
Because women think different than men. Women is very emotional. Women, when they're mad, they have no reasoning. In other words, go ahead.
We just had that same
That's
example.
what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at.
Just a month ago.
That's where I'm getting at.
We told the brother.
Woman and men is different. I'm going to explain to you what I mean. A brother that's in the truth, I know this for a fact. A brother that's in the truth, he will not let his wife and his kids sleep in the street. Woman, oh yeah, you are going to sleep in the car.
Not all women.
No, sis. Not all women, but a lot. Women is very emotional. When the woman mad, they cannot reasoning.
Okay, well let me ask you.
And then they're gonna do something stupid, and then they'll be like, "Oh, I apologize, but
my bad,
but it's already done."
Okay.
So my point is this: because we had a brother here that had a bank account with his wife,
and he was told to get rid of it,
or separate it.
Clean him out. But that was because y'all perhaps had some inside information on how the wife was.
Yes.
But they don't all fit that category.
Yes,
that's right. That's what she's trying to say.
I think a joint bank account should be money in there just to pay the bills.
And that's perfect. But so if you, and my Lord and I have separate accounts, that's fine. But making sure you have your papers in order so that if something happens to your Lord and you have his children, you don't spend your time in probate court trying to get what belongs to your family. So if your accounts are not joint, you should at least have a safety deposit box.
Well, he can give you the pen number in his deathbed.
Right. He can have a ITF on your account.
ITF, yes. Yeah. And the accounts that my Lord is not on, because we do have our separate accounts as well, he is listed as the ITF on my accounts. And business as well, because if something happens, you want him to be able to get what is right.
I agree, but only if something happened.
She could pry it from my dead fingers in my coffin.
She'll never get my pen number.
But now with bank accounts, you can I don't know if it's ITF, but it's the differences between and or. If you have that means the person can go into it and they can't take every dollar. But or means they can take every dollar. How it's worded on the bank account. So that's what the difference would be. So they could have access to the funds, but without the ability to take them all.
Well, I know what Bishop said. I didn't know the acronym for the ATF, but when I did change my account, I had to provide my Lord's social and name. So he's not on my cards or what have you, but in the event that something happens, he has access to the accounts that are not joined.
Right. That's the entrust for account.
Okay.
I got a question. On the other end of that, the top end of that, is there too much giving? Is there a point where the man he doing too much caking?
Most likely that's Judah.
Yeah, that's Judah right there.
Too much giving.
Hey, I'll tell you that.
They got that keep sweat.
Robert Mugabe said, "Hey, Elisha, put that thing." Robert Mugabe. You remember Robert Mugabe?
Yeah, from Zimbabwe, right?
He made a statement about men trying to do too much. Read that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Robert Mugabe quotes.
That's a former president of Zimbabwe.
Former president of Zimbabwe. You cannot give a woman everything she needs. If God himself gave them eyebrows, they shave it and draw their own.
Music?
God gave them nails. They cut it off and fixed their own. God gave them hair. They cut it off and fixed their own.
And color it now too.
He gave them breasts. They repackage it to what they want. God still gave them buttocks. They arrange it to the size they want. If even God can't satisfy them, then who are you to think that you can please them? My brother, don't kill yourself.
That brother in the spirit. Give that brother a round of applause.
That was in the spirit right there.
Surely he was in the spirit.
Yeah.
Damn. Because even the scripture.
That means he's been through it.
Yes.
Hey, Dick, but even the scripture says, I made you perfect in Ezekiel 16.
Right.
And they say,
to my comeliness.
I'm looking in the mirror. I don't like what God made me. Let me change it up a little bit here.
Ezra said the same thing. He said, man, go to war, to spoil, and to give it
all to the woman.
Yeah, baby. I killed a whole bunch of heathens and took some goats and gold. There's for you.
Here go Philistine foreskins.
A whole bag full.
All right, you want to say something?
Yes.
You know you're supposed to say nothing, but go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to make a comment. I've been on this earth for 65 years, and I've learned a lot of things from other nations as far as money. My wife, it was all about saving, keeping, preparing. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. And believe it or not, it started to rub out on me on saving, because I wasn't that kind of person that saved money. I was all about, yeah, I want this, I'm getting it.
Right.
Then it started to dawn on me, it's not what you want, it's what you need. And every time we always go out and we always get what we want, but it's not really what we need. So I learned from the different nations that I work, Germany, and they people do finances different from what we do in America. And
I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
And I picked up on that, and just like having a will, having a savings account, having enough in your banking account, also putting money off on the side. Now, my wife used to hide money.
She thought you was gonna send her back to Korea.
She would no.
She's go ahead.
She would. As a matter of fact,
I
I was in the closet. We were doing some cleaning, and I happened to be in the closet, and I saw a box, and it was hidden, and there was like $8,000 in there.
Wow!
And,
congratulations, you played
it was,
yourself.
I kind of kept it to myself, but
you wondered why she did that.
But she did it because she's thinking about the future.
Mhm.
And her main goal was
why did she hide it from you?
Well,
Korea.
Because she knew how I was.
Kim Jong-un.
You're getting there. You're getting.
She knew how I was about spending money. She knew about the way blacks.
That's what I'm getting.
We were all about
what I'm getting at.
Buying some sneakers.
That's what I'm getting at.
A big speaking.
Now I want to come in.
There you go.
You said you learned a lot of things from the nations. One of the things that the nations have that black, he said that. What'd you say? You offended?
I'm offended. But go ahead though.
Blacks in general, outside of Israel, because we have our heritage, but black people are known for not having a culture.
Right.
And culture is what is the discipline that puts a brake on impulsive spending.
There you go.
The other nations have that. They have goals. They think beyond. But they say we are consumers. We're the perfect consumer.
Right. There you go.
We bring in more dollars. Right. We trillions of dollars. We represent like the 9th wealthiest nation on the planet.
Yes. That's
but
right.
Yet we have nothing.
Right.
That's
There you
because
go.
we're constantly consuming. The nations know our culture better than we do. Meaning that for us, we don't really, when I say cultureless, we don't have any real knowledge about our past. Our future is basically dictated by other people, so that fixes you into the immediate present.
Right.
And if I'm going to be forced to live in the immediate present, why not buy these sneakers? Why not spend? Because I can't think 5 years.
You only
down the
live
road.
once.
And the other nations, right?
Right,
Exactly.
really,
and the other nations know that. They know
Right.
that that's a defect with us. So that's the reason why I asked, why does she save? Because perhaps she knew that.
And that was it. It was all about.
Hey, bro, listen, man. The viewers, they're vicious, man.
What
Some of the viewers make some of the most crazy comments.
Yeah, they do.
Somebody says because she want to buy a lot of rats.
Oh, damn.
Hey, but Asaph, you said we are the 9th. Black people are ranked as the 9th wealthiest nation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And black people always come with these economic plans and all that.
Right.
Dr. Claude Anderson said spending is not a power.
Exactly.
Consumption is a negative. It's not a positive.
He said, "Don't nobody buy sweat."
Right.
He said, "All y'all
but what
Negroes
Bishop
do
is
some
saying
sweat."
is on point. We actually think that that's a power. That's not a power.
It's actually
It's
giving your
actually a
power
defect.
away.
It's a defect.
It's a mental
Right.
a mental breakdown, because
Absolutely.
that's the reason why someone would get money and go buy $300 50 sneakers, because that's where their worth is at. But you see
Self-esteem and all of that, right.
they trying to buy their self-esteem
Exactly.
because mentally we are broken, according to what Deuteronomy 28 says. We are destroyed.
And also the 9th wealthiest country in spending. Every nation other than this nation we're talking about now, which is Israel, every nation imports and exports. So they buy, and they also have something to sell to the other nations as well, which is the offset. we just buy.
Right.
We have nothing to offer any nation
It's
that
about
we can gain some wealth back or have some type of balance. There's no balance.
All we got is
it's all one-sided. The scale is tipped one-sided.
All we got is labor.
That's what Dr.
Sweat.
Claude Anderson was saying. All you produce is sweat.
Right.
And ain't nobody buying sweat.
That's it. Somebody said the phone is not working. They're trying to call. The phone is not working.
Yeah, because Malachi on that phone.
You might want to remove Malachi from there. Huh? All right, viewers. Alicia said to call back.
Maybe Deacon Abiel is trying to sabotage our phones.
The call-in number is 678-379-3880. Call in if you got a question or a comment. Call in.
So it's working now? The phone is working now, brothers and sisters. You was going to say something.
I'm sorry. That's why, when when she was talking about her grandma always having money, and that's why we're surprised, because we're like, what? You got some money? Because even our parents don't. I don't say all parents, but our parents don't teach us how to save.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't.
They didn't know how.
That's the last thing in the black household.
But without culture will cause you to do that.
Right, and that's why I personally, just me, don't think that women in general should be bad with money, even though we are. But women shouldn't be bad with money, because if you're teaching the children, what the children gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
But if that's what they know, because if you think about it, from the 60s, the 50s, before the Civil Rights Bill, before the Civil Rights Act, there were segregation, where we were forced to spend money with each other. And we didn't like that. We didn't like that thing. Afterwards, now, you got integration. We were allowed in their wars. We got our heads beaten to spend our money at their wars, sitting their shops and sit down with them at their restaurants and so forth. And we gave all our power away. And we've had the same mentality since. We have the same mentality ever since then.
That's because the culture that we were chasing after was integration.
Right, was integration.
And once we reached that, there was no need to save anything else, so we just let it all go.
But the thing is, too, we were chasing integration.
Right.
We integrated with Esau to a point, but they never integrated the money, the economics with us. Right. So now, like Cap said, we're just consuming, and we think that's our power. We got the power to sit down and buy with them, so we're okay now. I can sit down with a white man in his restaurants, and you got to treat me the same as him. That's trash. That mentality is still a slave mentality.
That's if want to turn them white only pies and a nigger pie.
Yeah, if we stop the consuming on God's holy days, that would be power. Mm-hmm. That would be power, because then you have the ability to move the machine in the way you want it to move. Right. Because now you dictate when you buy, and being that you're the 9th wealthiest nation in buying, you have a lot of say if you just follow the Lord and stop that mass consumption.
But Jake not gonna stop that. They always promote advertising and marketing. They promote Saturday for the sales days. Yes. If you want to get the cheapest of something, it's always on the Saturday. Jordans are released on Saturdays. Jake not gonna stop.
Hey, hold on. Bishop was gonna say something.
No, he was giving my order. And
Bishop sent you something?
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? On Esau's holidays, the shops are closed. Thanksgiving, they're closed.
Chick-fil-A, the biggest
I was
restaurant,
gonna say.
closed.
The white man's the devil, the Bible speaks.
That's right.
I just don't. Me and my wife
those are holy words.
in high school. This was back in the day.
Was it black and white? Was it black and white?
The black and white pictures? Was it in black?
Were there horses and buggies?
I think I know where Bishop is going.
All the students fill out for credit cards.
Yeah. Credit card.
I had American Express, Visa, MasterCard, and we got it. Every student. So my mother said,
that's some evil stuff,
you know you got to pay that money back. I said, yeah, you know. But I was like, what, 16?
That's some evil stuff, man.
Every black kid went crazy. Ruined that credit.
All kinds of
sneakers. But they do that in college. Your freshman year, they're sitting out.
Outside.
Everyone to sign up credit cards. And my dad always said, never be in a position for anybody to tell you no. And he used to always say that. And then when we got older, he explained he was talking about credit. And even with him, with taking a loan, if you ask my dad for money, he says, is this a loan? Are you asking to have it? And I was always prideful, so I always said loan. But because I didn't want to feel like, I needed it. I'll give it back. And if you did not give it back, he will still talk to you every day. He never treated you any differently, but you cannot ask him for any money until you pay him back.
Yeah,
But
that's discipline.
I want to go back to what Bishop said. That's some evil stuff. I'm talking about from the college or the school,
Sitting
because
out
they
there.
know you 16, so you ain't got no. You don't know what the hell you're doing with that credit card, and they're gonna let you have. They're gonna let the credit card companies in the school to basically bewitch the damn kids.
You for a prey.
And you're the teacher. How you a teacher and you okay with that?
You know what? I was looking for the video because I do. We should, being that we're on the topic, we should look at it. If I can find it, I'll share it. But here's what there was a Edomite. He's a wealthy Edomite, and he did a short video, and he said he doesn't use his debit card for anything.
Yeah. That was
he
good.
said he never uses anything other than credit.
Right.
And I never thought about it until he broke it down this way. It's a very short, it's like 2 minutes. He said, because when you use your credit card and pay on time, of course, it builds your credit. When you use your debit card, it does nothing
You're giving your
for
money
you.
away.
Just take your money.
And if someone steals your identity with your debit card, you have to fight for months for the bank to rectify that. With your credit card, somebody steals your stuff.
It stops immediately.
It stops immediately. You're not liable for it. You're actually spending someone else's money. The debit card, you're spending your money.
Oh, so they care about their finances.
I got it.
Right. So they're always going to make sure that their finances are taken care of. So if somebody steals your credit card information, the bank is going to act immediately to make sure that's taken care of. Right.
You just dropped some heat on the table.
Yeah,
All
I'm
praise.
praise.
Appreciate that.
So what he said was, here's what he did. And you have found a video, Cap?
I found it.
Okay, so real quick while you load it. Here's what he did. He said he only uses credit with his card. So he has like a 800 something credit score because that's all he does, and he pays it on time. While when his children went to college, he got them a credit card from his same bank because they'll give you another credit card if you want it. All his children followed the same suit through college. They graduated with over 700 credit scores because the bill went to him. And he made sure that their credit card bills were paid, whether it's through them or whatever. But he made sure. So what he did was he actually built his children's credit by showing them how to spend someone else's money.
Right. And there's something else. I'm sorry, Cap. There's something else you could do, even if you don't. The kids may not even have a credit card, but you can make them an authorized user.
Yes, that's
on your personal credit card, where all that good credit you have, and no bad credit. Only the good credit will transfer over to your children or whoever is that authorized user. So
about to give me some furniture with me a credit card and
So it's and again, what as Bishop mentioned, they're giving us money but never taught us how to handle money.
Right.
This gentleman is teaching his child how to handle money. So when he graduates college, he has a perfect credit score and knows how to operate moving forward. We were never taught that. We never got the therapy. I know Deacon goes over that all the time. We never got the therapy for being broken. So now they say, okay, you're broken, nigga, here's some money. We don't know what to do with it.
You just trying
so
not
we
to
go
be
out and buy
slave.
turntables. We ain't never DJ.
I'm
a start. They collecting dust. We buy treadmills. Ain't running nowhere.
I'm a start.
Right.
That's what we do.
Hey, put that up. Put the
what
video
Bishop
up.
sent you, put it up.
No, not the one I sent. Put the one that Cap just sent.
The credit to do with the credit.
Yeah, do with the credit.
So since I saw this, I don't use my debit card at all.
Yeah, I changed up too with this.
For nothing?
For nothing.
You just transfer it when you
pay
it off.
I have the app on my phone. So let's say something I need is more than my limit. I'll pay my credit card bill to the point, and then I'll use my card to. I don't use it for
fill it back up.
Yeah, I just fill it back up.
Oh, so you do that with a secure card?
Go ahead, play this.
No, it's a regular
Regular
credit
credit
I don't own
card.
a debit card. I've never owned one. I've never allowed my 3 sons to possess one. Certainly and truly the worst financial tool ever given to the American consumer. So a long time ago, I asked myself a simple
where's the
question.
music coming
How would I
from?
remove
That's the video.
That's the
I want to
video.
put that in
into
there.
my personal life?
Hey, go back a little bit. Go back a little bit.
Well, we talking.
Yeah, go back a little bit.
Like that. To possess one. Certainly and truly the worst financial tool ever given to the American consumer. So a long time ago, I asked myself a simple question: how would I remove 99.9% of my personal liability like that? Because I really don't want to worry about all these things. So I use the safest form of payment that exists on the face of the earth, and that is a credit card. Credit card. Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover card. Not debit credit, but credit card. Every day of my life, I spend their money. I don't spend my money. My money sits in a money market account. It earns interest. Actually, nobody knows where it is because it's not exposed to anybody to find it. It's just sitting there. I go to the dry cleaner, I give them my card. I pick up the groceries, I give them my card. I put fuel in my boat on the weekend, I use my card. I pay the marina to keep my boat in the water all year long. They put the rent on my credit card. I travel all over the world. While I wait to get reimbursed, I use my credit card. If I need euros, I go to the ATM machine, I use my credit card. I'm not going to use my debit card to get euros overseas or pounds in Great Britain. And every day I use my card, and then if I pay the bill in full or part of the bill, my credit score goes up. So I'm building credit while I'm using that credit card. And if tomorrow, and I'll do everything to protect my information, but if tomorrow someone gets my card number and charges $1 million on my credit card by federal law, my liability is zero. I have no liability. So yes, I love to shop online. I don't use a special card, I just use my credit card. If they don't deliver the merchandise, if they deliver it and it's broken, if the host site I went to was fictitious to begin with, I have zero liability. When you use your debit card, every time you reach for it, you're exposing the money in your account. The only person who's going to get robbed is you.
Damn.
When you use your debit card, you could use it for the next 50 years, 20 times a day. You will not raise your credit score by that much.
Not one.
And of course, when you use your debit card, you are liable up to a certain amount, and it takes a while in order to get that debit card fixed. So when we do post investigations at breaches, and we say to someone, on your instance, what happened? Well, I was in Target, but I used a Visa card, so I don't know, nothing. They canceled my card the next day. 2 days later, FedEx sent me a new card, and that was the last I heard about it. What about you? And I used the debit card there. They took $3,000 out of my checking account. It took me 2 months to get my money back while they said they were investigating. I had to pay my rent, had kids' tuition, everything. I couldn't pay it because they had my money. So I do it for that. So I had 3 sons that went off to college, and I said to them, I'm not giving you a debit card. I've actually applied for a credit card in your name. So it's your card. Of course, you're 18, you have no credit. So I guaranteed the card. So as a guarantor of the card, 3 things take place. 1, the bill comes to me and I'm responsible for the bill. So if you spend a lot of time in the bar, I'm going to know that. 2, I set the limit on the card. So whatever I want you to spend each month is while you're at school, I'll set that limit. 3rd, every month that I pay the bill goes on your credit. So by the time you get out of college, you should be looking at a credit score of about 800. You want to buy a car, buy a house, buy a condo, you're not going to need me to do that. All 3 of my sons came out of college with scores of around 800. One of the best things you can do for your kids is to teach them to learn to use credit early on and build credit in their name. Credit is a very important thing. 30 years ago, it only meant whether you got the car or you got the house. Today, everything is based on your credit. If a company hires you, they're going to check your credit. If you buy auto insurance, they're going to check your credit. You buy life insurance, they're going to check your credit. Everything is based on your credit, so you want to make sure that you maintain a good credit. It's one of the best things you can do with your kids.
Get out of it a round of applause. I like that.
Thank you, Esau. I appreciate you.
Certain banks
I appreciate that.
I like that.
Yeah, he done messed.
So he done messed the game up for a lot of banks.
But you know, I mean,
well, they deal with credit too. But I'm talking about on the bank side.
We wouldn't watch that.
No, we wouldn't.
So that's for Esau. So Esau happy about that.
100%.
So right now they mad that PSR just showed
exactly.
that.
I didn't learn.
Definitely.
I didn't learn anything about credit until adulthood. Like
30,
and it's usually when you're already on the
My
negative
credit
side,
bad
on the
already.
negative.
Like, oh, you didn't know? No, I'm 22. What you mean?
What's crazy is when I was at Georgia State, I was actually friends with Amalek. Not to say anything about, but I actually got a look into their financial planning, like how they do their finances.
Yeah.
Amalek actually put me onto that strategy, and that's a strategy I used coming out of college. Like one of my friends, or one of my used to be friends, he had like 25 grand saved in his account before he even went to college. And like his credit score was almost 800 coming out of college because his parents literally had him using only credit cards, paying it off, making sure you take care of the interest. Like they put me on that.
The point that Bishop just said, the point that Bishop just said in high school, those Edomite kids knew exactly what we just saw on the screen and what you just.
So they were applying
it. Exactly, they were applying it then.
Right.
We sitting up there like, yo, we can't. Let's get these Jordans.
Right. Yeah.
Bro, I can put gas in your car. Let's ride, nigga.
Hey, you know, and here's another little tip for your credit card bill. Hopefully, it's not an exuberant amount, but enroll in automatic payment.
Yep.
Now you can set whatever your, let's say your minimum payment is $30, right? You set that automatic payment so that your bill is never late. So it's only the minimum payment coming out. You can afford the $30, but what it is, we get a bill, we put it down, we put it somewhere, and we forget.
Yeah.
That moment you forget hits your credit hard.
Worse than when you're paying.
So personally, I would always forget. I'm like, damn it. Then when you call up to pay, and it's like, okay, there's a late charge now. You're like, shit, I forgot. So I say, you know what? Why in the hell don't I do automatic payments? The minimum payment is like $30. Automatic payment, guess what? On the due date, they take out your payment. Your payment is never late. So then if you want to pay more, you pay more whenever you want. But that minimum payment is paid and you're never late. That's gonna help you as well.
I did that when buying my house.
But you can only really do that with a credit card, not necessarily with bills, though.
You can do automatic payment.
But that means that you can't spend more than you have.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of our people are spending what they don't got. So now your money is gone and you do automatic payment. Now you're in the negatives.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to make sure that you're financially smart and like, you know what? I don't have that, so I'm not gonna get that.
Right. That's what I do. I cannot put everything on automatic because the next thing you know, boom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't do everything.
Certain things I will, but I have to be mindful of what's up there, though.
There was an article with Chadwick.
I seen that last night.
They just go low.
This is what we've been experiencing last month. Been coming up with the same problem. I can't even see it.
The wife of, it says,
you got to zoom in.
Your blood's got to zoom in. I cannot even see it.
Squeeze that. Come on. What's going on? Raise it up. That's like the middle of the article. Right.
Chadwick Boseman's wife seeks to administer estate of Black Panther star who died with no will.
So now she's in court.
It can't fit to the screen?
The wife, I can see it. The wife of Black Panther star Chadwick Boseman is seeking to be appointed administrator of the estate of the beloved actor who died in August at the age of 43. Boseman, who died August 28 after a 4-year battle with colon cancer, died without a will, with an estate with an estimated value of $938,500. According to papers filed in the Los Angeles County Probate Court Thursday and obtained by USA Today. Some assets are not necessarily subject to probate, so Boseman's holdings could be larger than that amount. In the court papers, Boseman's wife, Simone Lidward, referred to in the documents by her legal name, Taylor Simone Lidward, asked to be named administrator with limited authority over the actor's estate. In addition to Leeward, Boseman is survived by his parents, Leroy and Carolyn Boseman of Belton, South Carolina, who are also listed in the papers. Boseman's family, including Ledward, were by his side when he died in his Los Angeles home. According to the People, Boseman and Ledward became engaged in 2019, and their last public appearance together was at the NBA All-Star Game in February in Chicago. He paid tribute to her during an acceptance speech at the 2019 NAACP Image Awards. Simone, you're with me every day. I have to acknowledge you right now. Love you. Ledward blew him a kiss and mouthed back the words, I love you.
But the point of all of that is we definitely got to, have a will or something set up. And that's what black people don't. We don't do that.
And let me clear up something. When I mentioned the automatic with payments, and I said minimum amount, it's for purposes of not being late.
Yeah.
We know that you're supposed to keep your credit card under a certain percentile when it reports to the credit bureau, which means it's actually 49%. You should have just under half of credit used.
Limited.
Yes, when it's reported every 30 days, it should be just under half of usage. So meaning, let's say you have $100 limit, you should have only used $49 because the greater part has to be reported on the positive side, meaning you have $50 worth of credit available. Most say 30%, but technically it's like 49%. So if you only use a certain percentile, by the time it reports in 30 days, that's the more positive end of the reporting on your credit report. So when I said minimum payment, doesn't mean only pay your minimum payment. We're talking about the latenesses. It was in the comments. The latenesses affect you negatively. So it's better to make a payment on time and just pay more on it or whatever the case may be than to miss the payment, which hurts
That's
you.
where they kill you.
So you could always go back a day or two later and pay.
Just fill it up.
Yeah, just fill it up.
I was picking up what you was putting down. Okay.
Yeah, we understand that.
Deacon. Hold on.
Okay.
We have a phone call.
Hey, Shalom caller, what's your name, question, or comment?
Shalom, everyone. My name is Ro. I'm calling from Richmond, and this is my comment. I'm going to digress a little bit because I was trying to get through and something was wrong with the telephone, but I just wanted to comment on the need for the black male in the black female's lives. I grew up in a home where all of the women worked, and we were all hustlers. We all kind of went out and got what we needed to get for our families, for our children. The men were not absent. It's just that the women were hustlers as well. We always went out and got what we needed. But psychologically, that lifestyle was kind of programming me that I didn't really need a man. Because as I got older, I became a blue-collar worker. I make very good money. I live in a middle to upper-class neighborhood. I drive a very nice car. I've raised 2 children. And I've just been working, taking care of myself. I didn't really see the need for a mate. And I adore men, but I just didn't see the need for a man because everything I felt that I needed, I was capable of providing for myself. During COVID, I had a small time where I was off work, and I had a chance to sit back and assess everything that the Most High had blessed me with. And and I'm not saying this for bragging, right? Please don't misunderstand me. I'm saying this to make a point. I have thousands of dollars worth of clothes and shoes and purses. I have a 3-bedroom home that's furnished from front to back. I have everything I absolutely need, but I ain't got no man.
No man.
And that was one of the things that I had to address because I couldn't understand why I still felt so empty and why I was so bitter. It's because psychologically, the black community programs women that we don't have a need for a man. My mother had Section 8 when I was coming up. And if she would have put a male on her Section 8 voucher, she would have lost her Section 8.
Yeah.
We had welfare coverage. We had welfare. And if I would have told my welfare worker when I was raising my children that I had a man, I would have lost my benefit. So society, perpetuates this idea and it embeds it in us. And we don't even realize that we're living out that ideal that we don't need a man. And now I'm 44 years old. I'm blessed. Yes, I am. I'm blessed. But I ain't got You understand? And then when a man does come along, you've been so used to being independent and providing for yourself
And you looking at him like, well, you know, what can you bring to the table when your table is already full and overflowing? And I just wanted to say to the sisters that, you know, have been in situations like myself, just because you can provide for yourself, that does not negate the necessity for a male presence. We need our men, and we need to ask the Most High to teach us and to train us and send us somebody that can teach us how to be humble and submissive, because that's necessary in order for any male-female relationship to work. Females have to learn how to be humble and submissive. You cannot have a healthy relationship without humility. I love you all. God bless you, and I am truly enjoying the dialogue.
All praise to the Most High. Can I address?
She makes some heavy.
I don't want anybody to lose their spot. What that scripture that says, not only do I labor for myself, but for those. Who. Yeah. Let's read that. I want to address what the sister brought up, because what she said is quite heavy, and it's a pain to learn, and because I'm hearing how she's bringing it out, that she went through her life pretty much thinking one way, and then realized that she was put in a trick bag, because now she's unhappy in terms of, you know, the mate, but she has all of the material things, but realize those things cannot replace, or they don't take the place of
companionship. With a man.
Read this. Here's what can be done and what needs to be done on this front because of that. Because it's a beautiful thing that you did learn this at the stage that you're at, but you can put it to use. Read.
Sirach 24:34. I got it. 24 verse 34. Behold, that I have not labored for myself only, but for all them that seek wisdom.
But for we don't labor for ourselves only. So when we get this wisdom, our objective is to teach these younger girls so that they don't come up and go through the same thing that we just went through. So being that my sister's making a point that she's learned, you know, she's learned where she's at now, use that knowledge that you now have to deal with these younger sisters so that they don't come and fall into the same category. And the other thing about it, you know, is that there's social media. There's so many different avenues on which these women could get these groups together and teach these sisters these things. And so there's so many ways to undo the damage in righteousness. You know,
is that? Yeah, I guess.
What she said that I thought was really heavy is that a lot of our women dilute the man's presence to just money.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like that's
and rod.
In that part,
a
warm body. Like
rent the rod, basically.
Rent the rod. Yeah, that's
the
it.
double R's.
Yeah.
But that's not the only use for a man. You know, and even, and you know, not to say you need to use a man, but y'all picking up what I'm putting down. But but yeah, that's not the only purpose. You know what I'm saying? We were put on the earth for the man, to help the man. So just because you make more money than him, maybe that's not the only purpose of him being there. You need to think he's helping you spiritually.
But you also got to figure, why is it that the woman is making more than the man? And who did it?
Because of Esau.
That's right. Yeah. So in other words, we're in a trick bag. This is a whole trick bag win. Everything is by design.
And Captain, that was the point that I was making. We understand, and the sister, we all understand that we're in a trick bag. But how do you offset that? How do you negate that?
Right.
How do you negate that? Right. So that's why I wanted that scripture read. We have to undo that and start teaching these young ones to begin to break that cycle.
Right.
Teach
The
them
generation.
that the man is not just a tool to use in the bedroom. That kind of thing.
Also, in our communities, I'm talking about Latino community, Northern Kingdoms also, that depression runs high with a lot of women, and that's the reason why. They don't know why they're depressed, but that's the reason why we're carrying burdens that we wasn't meant to carry. Like, we were not meant to do all the things that we are doing.
But here's the other thing. Like you said, you're carrying burdens, but then solutions come out, and the sisters got to be able to humble down and go with the solutions. Because obviously what a lot of sisters doing in the world is not working. True. Y'all becoming baby mamas, rod to rod, trying out different men, trying out different women now. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to humble down and admit. Because one thing women don't like to do is take accountability.
You know what you just reminded me of? Do you remember when they were having that Black Lives Matter protest and y'all were downtown, and there was that woman who was all up in y'all face?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That you saying humble down, and that's all I see when I see our women being like, I don't need no man. That's the image that I see our women going on.
You know what? Because Cap made a good point. He said the sisters have to humble down, but they're humbling down to someone who they've been taught all their lives generationally that they don't need.
Right.
So that there's a different level of destruction there. You're told you don't need this man. Now that same man is coming trying to humble you down. They're like, she's like, what the hell is this? I don't need you.
He ain't even got a job.
Right.
Well, the point about like what you just brought up, Captain, is about them humbling down. The only way they're going to really learn that is they have to learn that from older women that have already been burned by the game.
That are in the truth, because even my mom and dad were divorced when I was very young, but I had my dad and my stepmom and my mom and my stepdad. They're still married to this day, but I grew up in a two-family household, but my mother emasculated my stepfather, and she still does to this day. She wears the pants literally and figuratively. And I remember being very young and just saying, like, that's not the way you treat a man. Like, so even women who don't have a man and women that are not in the truth who have a man, is just backwards. It's just wrong. My mother says to this day, she said, I am so surprised of the wife you are, and she sees it as a positive thing, but she did not raise me that way. The laws is what changed me.
All praise.
So you know what I noticed? A lot of just the experience in watching in the worldly side of it, because once we come into Israel and we start keeping the commandments, then we begin to change these things. If you're serious about keeping the commandments, you will start to change it.
That's what I was gonna say, Kamalai. You know, one of the problem is sisters bring that to the truth, and a lot of them, that's why you see a lot of sisters, they've been in the church maybe 4, 5 years, 6, 7 years, 8 years, they're still single because they still bring that mindset never change. Yeah. They still got that mindset where when you come in the truth, you're supposed to actually change. They did not change.
Yeah, some of y'all sisters manly as hell.
Yeah. Go ahead, Kamala.
One of the sisters said they carry a lot of stuff, but you notice, they carry a lot of baggage, but a lot of the baggage that they carry is stuff. There is a lot of it is nothing of substance. It's not nothing that's going to help them. It's just material stuff. And they've equated material stuff to I'm taken care of. I have stuff. Even the caller, that's what she said. Right. I have stuff. Right. I have a house. Right. I have clothes. I have shoes. Right. I have cars.
She's basically saying this is not enough.
Right. Yeah, I have stuff.
So she feels empty.
Yeah. But she's empty because
she doesn't have a mate.
She doesn't have what's essential, what they need. Right. And like what the sister said, like, if the example's given, the one, you said that they have to learn from the sisters who've been burned already by the process. But we have such a uplifted mentality, high-raised mentality that I know, or say for instance, like if a crackhead walked up to you and said, "Don't do drugs," you'll be like, "Nigga, look at you!" Not looking at he's an example, like you said, of being burnt by the drug use. You go,
well,
you're right.
That's a good point. We have to anticipate the resistance. That's what you're saying, because the people are not just going to change just because they see you. But that's an indication of how far we fell.
Right.
That's an indication of how bad it is. That it might take years to break just the first layer. But you have to continue to be persistent to do that.
You have to be serious about really wanting to change. Even once you come in this truth, you really have to be serious about wanting to change. Because if you're not serious about the Bible and saying, okay, this is what God says to get to where I'm trying to go. Okay, I don't want to be a whoremonger no more. At some point, you got to go, well, I guess I got to realize that I can't keep jumping from woman to woman because I don't want to be a whoremonger. The same way, if the sister's like, damn, I want to be a useful helpmeet or a useful wife, then I have to really apply the things that's needed to be a useful helpmeet. And the same thing for a man looking to be a leader, in whether it's in his household or whether it's for his nation. Then you have to start applying the things that's there to get. You can't say, hey, I want to work out, but you eat a 12-pack of donuts by yourself. It's the same thing.
You heard that, Deacon? You heard that?
Thank you, Officer Kamala. I appreciate you.
Kamala, what you're saying is heavy, because if we recognize that there is a goal that has to be met in terms of correcting the behavior of the new sisters coming up behind us, We have to employ a mentality that persistence overcomes resistance.
Correct.
You have to continue to push it.
You made it sound real much better.
And you know what? We were talking about that maybe like a week ago, and sometimes we start to feel mundane with teaching certain basics. But the basics is what bring about change.
Right, exactly.
Like deep breakdowns,
right?
That's only a bonus. Right, that's a bonus. Those milk scriptures we talk about that we like, oh yeah, I know that. I know Deuteronomy 28, or I know,
let your light shine. I know.
Yeah, I know those basic things already. We feel like we've actually, Matthew 18. That's another good one. We feel like we've excelled that.
Yes.
But that is what we struggle with the most. Right, it's the basics. Right. Our marriages, like you said, we don't know how to apply. You had some defectors that were high-ranking officers that all of a sudden didn't know how to apply Matthew 18. Yeah. So it's obvious that those basics are what have Israel in transgression and have us in this damn
hole.
Yeah, this hole right now. It's those basics. So it has to be. You said persistence brings about overcomes
resistance.
So it's the persistence of those same basic laws, basic principles is what's going to bring about the change.
Right.
That's it.
Hold on.
Meaning not to give up.
Right.
Persistence. I'm looking for change immediately. I might not see it immediately, but I have to understand that I have to keep on persisting. Keep on persisting.
You got to keep keeping the Sabbath so you know how to keep the Sabbath.
That's the point.
All right, hold on. Sister,
Thank you, Deacon.
Go ahead.
She's your friend again.
No, I was trying to get in. I think, Okay. So, Officer Carmela and Cap had talked about women being manly, and homosexuality is on the rise, but that goes with Romans 1 and 25 through 28, where it says that we just don't want to retain the Most High laws, so he's putting vile affections on our women and things of that nature. So that's one of the reasons why homosexuality is on the rise, and that's why majority of women have that manly spirit, because they don't want to humble down. And that was my point. But y'all
Sister Deacon.
But I noticed for me personally, when I would watch the videos, and the basics are the ones that really helped me. And I had to honestly just be real with myself, like, okay, sister, you the problem. You are the problem. Like, nothing else, it doesn't matter what else is going on around you, you are the problem. And I had to apply the scriptures to me. So when they're talking about the bitter black woman, that is me. Like, what scriptures are going to help me not to be that person? And identify, like you say, see the trick bag for what it is. Because you have to see it, and then you assess, and then you apply the scriptures to it. And that's what started to help me to overcome. Because like the sister said, I grew up in a household with my grandmother and my grandfather. He was a provider, but he was a whoremonger. So with my worldly mindset, I was afraid of marriage. I'm like, shoot, I would like somebody to provide. I would like that stability, but I didn't want to deal with the whoremonger. And if I make my own money and I do my own thing, then I don't have to worry about that. But down the road, kids, no husband. So I had to just start identifying, apply what scriptures apply to me, all of them. It's in the book because they all apply to me. And even though I can say in one breath that the men that I dealt with were garbage. Well, the woman was the first one to sin. It wasn't Adam that was beguiled, it was the woman. So I just have to take more responsibility and looking at myself and just being honest.
That's cold. Somebody gonna
marry Sister
Thigalicious.
I like Thigalicious.
Let me tell you.
She held accountability.
What she said, the Israelites says mad about what she said right now.
Oh, they burn it up.
I think one of you said earlier, one thing about the black woman, I think you said that they hate taking accountability.
Yeah.
That's one of the
Hispanic.
That's one of the biggest
and native
in the black community. The black women always blame the black men for destroying the community, but they never say they are part of the problem too. I think that sister, what's her name?
Shahrazad Ali.
Said that's one of the problems we have in the black community. Only if the black women would have taken responsibility, just like the black men would have fixed it. Bishop, go ahead.
One of the most destroyed relationship with black women is she'll get with a man, because we don't talk about this part. She'll get with a man, and he's broke, he's busted, and she'll come into the truth now, but she'll never leave. And you ask why, she says he's very good in bed. So that's a problem I see with some sisters too. The man is good in bed, but he's a bum. He ain't right. He ain't about nothing.
But that come with that money that it seem like, bitch. Like whenever we get stuff and we feel like I can do for my own, then it's kind of like the same thing. Like when a man is just say well off in his profession or whatever, he make money. In the world, we see then they jump from woman to woman. The same thing I noticed with black women, especially educated, smart ones. I used to say in the world, they the freaks because they have education, they have money,
they going on girls trips,
and they have no real reason to humble down and submit. So then they end up being the one that jump from.
In other words, they have no restrictions.
There you go.
Girl trip.
Yes.
They have no restrictions because they have the stuff that they want. So therefore, that man can only provide for them the one thing that they don't come with, and that's that
rod.
Right. She's got to have it.
She's got to have it.
She was taking trips to Cancun. Get a DNA test.
Hey, Daniel, go ahead.
What's crazy is, life is really simple because the Most High has made it simple for us. He's given us a blueprint. He's given us a map. He's given us a manual. So, this kind of reminds me of a case study that I was studying in college where they actually found that when you get married, you have a significant other, satisfaction goes up by 30%, personal satisfaction. So it's like even the science proves it. So for us to now
satisfaction is from what part? The woman or the man?
Well, it's life satisfaction.
You feel like you've accomplished
your life is
fulfilling.
Okay.
Right. So it's like, we have everything laid out for us, but then, we go with popular persuasion, everything that society says we should do when we already have it drawn out. It's like we're making our own life hard for no reason.
That go in the
and that goes back to that
That's because
mindset.
we lost our culture.
That's that mindset.
Culture would fill all that up if you knew what's expected of you as men and as women.
And like what Deacon just
said. Hold on. That sister said, D will make you smack somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody said, not always the rod, it's the mouthpiece too. How he make her feel. Woo!
Oh, he kicking that game.
Oh yeah, he talk real sweet to her.
La 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 la.
Talking. Let me whisper something to you.
So, hey, Elisha, hold on, brothers. I think we got another phone call. Oh, did they hang up?
Are we ready?
There's a movie. Y'all saw the movie Claudine?
Yes.
One of my favorite movies.
That's such an excellent movie.
If y'all ain't seen it, I think we did that one
we had a movie night.
Was that the one James Earl Jones?
Yeah, James Earl Jones. Yeah. Excellent movie. That showed the welfare system.
They're still on. Hold on, brothers. They're still on? Put them through.
I had it a while back.
Yeah.
The guy said,
Hey, shalom caller. What's your name, question, or comment?
I don't remember the exact one.
Shalom, Most High Christ bless. This is Officer Zacharias from the Cincinnati campus.
Hey, shalom.
My question. Yes, sir. Shalom. All praises. Thank y'all so much for dropping these jewels because I just ran into a good situation that I probably won't have again anytime soon. Anyway, I haven't got my name changed yet, but I've been fighting and struggling and working on my credit score, and I finally got a good credit score. So I was wondering with the name change, because I'm hearing mixed things. Once I get my name changed, will my credit score follow?
Okay.
Eventually, it will.
Let me say something about that.
Yeah, I can
There was a
answer that.
situation. I was talking to Captain Palou in Oklahoma. There's a situation where there was a brother.
He's from Oklahoma.
There was a brother who had good credit score before he changed his name. After he changed his name, that credit score didn't roll out. So what he had to do is go and call these credit companies and have them transfer whatever good credit he had, have them transfer to his new name. However, when you change your name, the only thing that's travel with you is student loan, or if you owe banks. If you owe bank money, like for example, if you got a car notes to a bank, or if you got mortgage to a bank, those things transfer. But what I learned is everything else usually do not transfer unless you got student loan or bank. You owe bank, do not transfer. But if you got good credit under your own name, you might want to call these credit companies and have them transfer. And by the way, there is 3 credit companies. They got Expedia,
Equifax,
TransUnion. No, TransUnion, Equifax, I say Expedia. Experian, Equifax, and what they want? TransUnion. Now, every state don't use the same.
Yeah.
I know here in Georgia they use Equifax.
Oh yeah.
No, Georgia use Equifax.
I thought it was Experian.
No,
you know it's Equifax.
Georgia
Equifax and Experian.
Yes, Equifax.
I think they use them both, right?
What, in Georgia?
Yeah.
No, Georgia use Equifax.
Yeah, Georgia, you have
it's downtown. Yeah, downtown Atlanta.
Yes,
Equifax.
So every state don't. I know there is 3 credit score, but every state don't use.
The primary.
Yeah,
they use one as a primary.
Yeah, one of them is the primary. So find out which one and make sure, because sometimes the other 2 might be low, and the one the state use is high.
Right.
I found that.
Yeah.
But what they look for is 3 commonalities. So like if you have negative debt and they can find a linking phone number, address, or something, they'll let that negative debt follow you. But they have to have 3 commonalities to link it to you.
Yes. Hey, can I add something to it?
Okay.
I understand, brother, you have good credit. Some of us who got messed up credit,
it's good for you.
The changing it might be good for you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take.
I'm just telling you right now.
I'm
just telling you right now. Go ahead, Kat.
I want to add something to that. If you don't own a home or have major debt, here's what's gonna happen. Let's say you want to buy a home now. The credit bureau has an attachment to your old name because of your social security number. So when you go to buy a home, they're going to run your social security number. There's going to be a red flag that's going to come up with your new name and your old name because you still have the same social security number. That loan is not going to go through because of that red flag. You'll have to contact the credit bureau. Once you contact the credit bureau and they're going to ask you, have you changed your name? When you say yes, everything rolls over.
So in other words, if you change your name, you still got to build your credit.
You do.
You got to build it from scratch, but you won't have that those negatives from your old credit.
It depends. It depends on what it is you're trying to do. If you're just trying to get credit cards,
I'm
things
talking
like
about
that,
like a house,
right? If you want to get a house, yes.
Now,
eventually it's coming though.
To add to what you said is, I know that's why I say it depends on what state you're at. I know Georgia here, I have to call Equifax. Not all 3 of them.
Not all 3, just Equifax.
It's the one the state use. If you have to buy a house, you have to, I know here in Georgia, you have to call Equifax. They're going to make you send a copy of that change.
Yes.
Name change.
That paper that you got to take everything.
Yes. From court. And you're gonna send some type of ID with an ID.
Copy your driver's license.
Yes, that take about 2-3 weeks. However, like I said, if you got bad credit and you change your name, get yourself one of those bank secure cards
and start building.
And I guarantee you, in 6 months, you could will hit. Even though you got new name, you could will hit 700.
And you know what? If
in
you have
6 months, if you got to use that card though, make sure you don't. Let's say the secure card is $500. Make sure you only do 30%.
Yeah.
Do not exceed that because. No,
you could do like $100.
No, I'm giving an example.
No, he's saying,
Oh my God. The secure card, you have to put some type of money. Let's say you put $500.
Yeah, you establish the limit of $500.
Yes, do not exceed 30% of that $500.
But
and if you keep using it, it will go up.
But what you could do too.
What Bishop? Bishop got something. What Bishop?
And if you could maintain that, you should go 10%. Which will boost your score even higher.
Is it 10% or 30%?
It's 30, but if you go 10%, it's even better.
Okay.
The less you use, the
I don't want to give more information.
Yes,
because I know
make
some
sure
of these
you
sisters
take care of who you listen to financial counsel.
No. I'm not giving financial counsel, Bishop. This is not. I'm bad at money.
Hey, thank you for your call, brother.
I'm not giving financial counsel. I'm just saying about the name change, Bishop. I'm not giving financial counsel. I want to make sure. I want to say it clearly. I'm not giving no financial. I'm bad with money, so I'm the one person you won't ask anything about money. I'm just telling you based on experience when you name change.
Yeah,
what to do to help your credit go back up. That's
one of the easiest things you can do if your credit is good without having to go through all of that is the banks that you have your credit card with, just call them, show them the names, and then it starts reporting everything that you was already doing previously. It changes it right over to your new name. The same thing with Cap said, because eventually you could use the name change as a little quick
For a while. You can use it for a while.
Quick to kind of get yourself back to some kind of established. But like you said, you don't build credit to not buy something of value, i.e. a house, vehicle, something that may be of real importance. And once you have to go and do that, like you said, now the flag comes up because the Social Security comes up. Only thing you could have done previously is set up that already credit, getting it established. So when that Social Security number comes back up, it's something reporting positively now versus all of the negative that you had prior.
If another thing to also I found out, if you change your name, you get one of those brothers or sisters to help you fix your credit. Make whatever they're gonna remove, make sure they remove it from both names. Because if they just remove it from the new name, when like Captain said, when they check, they still when they check the social hit, yes, the owner's gonna pop up with whatever. So whatever they're gonna move, make sure they remove. In other words, that's two accounts.
Right.
Whatever they move from the new name, make sure they remove it from the old name too, because it will pop. And I'm only saying that because that happened to me. That's all I'm saying.
All right, all praises. What are we doing?
It's 12 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock. So let's wrap it up.
All right, all praises.
No. No, that was somebody who said they want to marry the Galicious part.
Sis, you a star, sis.
They getting out that
We getting emails for you, sis.
He gonna show up with some Pepsi.
It's too late. It's too late. He missed it. It's too late. He missed it.
Do you know we had Pepsi in the pantry? I felt like it was a setup yesterday.
Don't go in there, sis. Somebody's pantry, sis.
Them 3 liters out there.
Somebody tried to set you up. Somebody tried to set you up.
She was over there licking her fingers and face. She was like,
the fingers?
Somebody asked, can we get a new social when we change our name? They're not going to give you a new social.
No, you cannot
unless you
get
are
a
in
new
witness
social.
protection. That's the only way you can get a new social.
Dang, you check?
Zed's fault.
She just knows a few things.
If you want to use social, you might want to leave America. If you want to use
I've
social.
heard from a couple of people before.
The only way to get in social is leave America.
Put the phone down, brother.
All right. Oh, Zed.
I texted to you.
You said it to me when?
Just now. I gave it to them.
Put it up on the screen.
Sorry, Deacon, not done.
Hey, put this up, blow this up. This is the website?
Yes, it's on Facebook. It's just a Facebook page.
You see this cover here? I mean, let me take this off. It's sister
so
make
nice.
this.
Yeah.
See this? You got my name on it.
Put it to the camera.
You got the Levi sign. You know what I'm saying? I think Bishop got.
Said
got
you're
one
moving
too.
too fast.
Hey, you see the Levi sign? You got my name on it. Look. A sister actually made these.
Zoom in. Can you zoom in?
See this?
Can y'all zoom in?
I think all the captains got one.
Yeah, we got one. All
Bishop
praises.
got one. Hey, sis, make one for Deacon Yausa. He's looking at it.
Delicious.
He's looking at it.
Yeah.
You see that?
Well, yeah.
So if you want to order one, put the website back up.
There you go.
Too many
You can
letters
get
in
one
Thickalicious. Too many letters.
Too many letters.
They'll take the whole mug up. Thickalicious.
You see that?
Jazarby's Bazaar.
That's the website.
That's the Facebook. That's the Facebook page.
You can get one to that.
JOZSARBI.
And you know what I like about this cup? It keep that thing hot for hours.
That's the only thing they make, just cups. Not
I've
like
never
just
seen
cups,
a
but it's
strap
because
or a
it's
handle
built,
like
but
that before.
is there
That's
anything else?
nice.
What?
That's it. Okay.
What did you say, sis? Don't say nothing smart either. What did you
No,
just
she
say?
said, does she only make cups?
Yeah, I'm just asking. I like.
It's all on the Facebook?
What?
All right, so if
He
you go to
promoting his boo.
Joe Sarby's.
Yeah.
Joe Zarby's.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
All right.
So y'all can check that out on the website, the Facebook, Jazarby's Bazaar.
Yes.
So she has what, Zed?
Tumblers and cups,
Cups, keychains, all praise to the
Get your
Most High.
personalized items.
Let's close up.
All right,
Come on, Cap.
brothers and sisters, that's our show for today. Please remember, we do have a school here in Riverdale, Georgia, 691 Highway 138 in Riverdale. Come down, come learn, come get this knowledge, all right? We have online class 3 times a day, 7 days a week for absolutely free at IUIC Classrooms on Facebook and Israel United in Christ on Periscope. Donation, if you want to give to the body, you could do so via PayPal at iuic.atlanta@israelunite.org. For the Booster Club, you could do so via PayPal at iuic.phoenix fundraising at IsraelUnite.org. Good deed.
Somebody say they need to make a cup for Tickalicious. Put Tickalicious in the cup.
It's a lot of letters.
Just don't put no Pepsi in it, right? Just don't put no Pepsi in it.
Are we still? Alicia, we still selling these?
You said that already.
Oh, you read that already?
We got a few left.
Oh, I just read
And don't forget, we still have.
just
Deacon, hold the cup. Hold the cup up. We still have Patient Saints cups. No, the cups. Put it to the camera. Don't forget, brothers and sisters, we still have Patient Saints radio cups. We have a few items left. How much are they again? Alicia, how much? 10 plus shipping and handling, right? So if you want a Patient Saints cup, 17. You want a Patient Saints cup, you reach out to us, all right? You reach out via the PayPal. You can pay via PayPal. IUIC. 10. .atlanta@israelunite.org.
All right, we want to thank Officer Elisha, Officer Kidan, Zedenaya, Malachi. I have no idea why Malachi name is up there. Nichomaya, Adino, Officer Kenanaya, Officer Zakor, Soldier Mahalaleo, Soldier Matthias. What is that? Nehemiah? Soldier Nehemiah. That's Nehemiah. The sisters that provide breakfast this morning, Sister Galia, and Sister Tickalicious. Thank you, Sister Tickalicious.
Wasn't Tamima there too?
The breakfast this morning was not Tickalicious.
Them biscuits.
What the
cat's doing?
The dumpling was good though.
It's a cat.
Oh, she the cat lady.
She got her cat bark though.
Oh yeah, her cat bark.
Yo, y'all are crazy.
Oh my goodness.
He think he a dog.
Now I want to thank my Deacon Asaph for being with us this morning.
That's
All
right.
praises to the Most High.
Look, he didn't switch it again. He didn't switch it again.
He's always,
he did.
always good. It's always good to have Deacon Asaph down here. Hey, we gotta take a trip to North Carolina to be a guest in his radio, radio show too.
We gonna invade.
Real small.
Huh?
Studio small, close five.
No, it's okay. He's just gonna move everybody out of the way. Damn. And he's gonna be us and him. That's it.
I can come. Y'all gonna let me come?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Of course, we want to
Local
also
prophet.
thank Bishop
That ain't right.
for being here. Hey, listen, if you notice Bishop is quiet, that's because he's tired.
Y'all keep me up till 3, 4 in the morning.
Hey, last night was kind of funny, man. That was a funny night last night, man.
I'm crazy in Atlanta, man.
If y'all brothers in Atlanta and y'all leave early, y'all don't know what y'all missing, man. Damn.
What else? Oh, thank you, brother, for coming in.
Brother Randolph.
Randy Watson.
I pray most I bless you with a wife.
Absolutely.
Just like you wanted.
Have him speak to the camera.
Yes.
Tell her what
Spit
you
your
want.
Judah game.
Keep in mind, you Judah.
Tell him your name.
My name is Brother Randolph.
Talk like
I'm
Keith
from the
Sweat.
tribe of Judah, and I'm looking for a barbecue spare rib.
That's right.
A barbecue spare rib. What's the age range?
From 55 to 60, or maybe younger.
Oh, you want a fresh spring
Virility. I'm trying to die with a smile.
I'm finna get everything I got.
They can.
Oh, praise.
Hey, Dan the man is single too.
Nobody want to get together with that.
Hey.
Trust me.
All praise the Most
The
High.
way he talk, nobody want to get together with that.
Somebody else single too.
Single and ready to.
Oh, that sister right there.
Hebrew
single too.
mingle.
Yeah.
She's single
She
too.
got a big ass diamond in her neck.
That's the diamond off of Titanic that white lady threw in the water.
That's it? You got anything else?
Why y'all all in blue, green, and brown? Did y'all want to ask me? Y'all want me to say that or something?
Okay, why y'all?
They're all in blue, green, or brown. Why?
Because we're trying to coordinate with y'all.
You gotta say it in the mic.
We ain't got on no blue,
We got
green.
on purple.
I got on purple.
We trying to coordinate us.
How y'all turning to us and then to each other? It was like we coordinate with y'all. Well, each other, us.
Hijack.
See, always trying to leave the man out. Yeah. There it is right there.
See, that's that Corinthian spirit
There
right
it is
there,
right
man.
there.
They want to hell.
And Cap, that's an original from Sister's Line right there at the end.
Oh, well, thank you, prettymodestthings.com. That's www.prettymodestthings.com.
See what happened when you ask for 2 cents? Deacon, you see what happened when you ask for 2 cents? They come with a whole dollar.
Stand up. Let's see the dress.
That's a beautiful dress. Look at the sister.
And the jacket.
So you made that? You made that?
I'm selling on my
She said, Iona. She said, stand up.
So much jacket.
So much jacket. Stand up.
So what's the website?
Y'all can't see the
What's the
shoes, but the
website?
shoes popping too.
prettymodestthings.com.
So how come you don't advertise on
You film commercials.
I do, but we don't show the commercials anymore.
Don't mean you don't have it.
That's his fault. No, that's his fault.
Your Lord.
That's your Lord's fault.
Well, that's just supposed to tell us go to break.
Yeah, you the producer.
He said you don't listen to him.
Let's just say we don't need no break. Just hold it.
Just keep it going.
He's supposed to tell us when to go break, or else we're gonna keep talking.
You ain't right, D.
Thank you, sis. Thank you.
All right, Israel.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Shalom.
Hey, I want to talk to you off of you.
Have no idea what the truth is. That's why we're out here to give you the truth. Psalms chapter 119, verse 142. Read. Psalms chapter 119 and verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth.